host Luke with my co-host Harris, Ryan, and Brad. There will be another guest joining us, the man, the myth, the legend, Master Allen, who is a Patriots fan. So we all know who he's going to be rooting for. It's been a while since I've been on here, so what I'm going to say is the world sucks, and I have to watch another, not another shitty Super Bowl, but I think this will be a fun Super Bowl to watch in all reality.
I mean, are you excited? Because the entire last week was a bunch of neutral fans going, "Oh, at least it's not the Chiefs this year."
I would rather it be the Chiefs. So
of course you would.
In everybody's face, but again, it is what it is. You can't win them all. All right. So around the league, NFL honors. That's Thursday night. We'll start it off. Okay, offensive rookie of the year. We got McMillan from the Carolina Panthers, Travion Henderson, Jackson Dart, or Emeka Ibuka.
I feel like this one's pretty easy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Tet.
It's gonna be Tet
Yeah,
McMillan.
it's going to be Tet.
He was. I think he
He
was
had
like.
a chance there.
I think he
he's
was
like sixth.
He was like 6th or 7th in the odds.
Yeah, I pulled
That's
up an article
crazy.
earlier and he had him at 6, but I was like, I knew he was a finalist, so it's possible.
That is wild. I don't even know this. I don't even know the stats for this, but I feel like Emeka Ibuka was talked about all this year, and I feel like he deserves to win it, but he won't.
No, because Josh Gazard fucked him over in the middle of the season.
Yeah, he just fell off way too hard in the middle there.
Yeah.
I hope he just has that Jackson Smith and Jigba arc where he like is kind of okay next year and just year 3 just takes off.
Jackson Smith and Jigba is going to be a problem for this Patriots team.
Yep.
I have a feeling.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
so are we all kind of in agreement that if we were putting in money for this for rookie of the year, we would all go on McMillan?
Yeah, I had the market corners. I got McMillan pretty early.
Nice.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah, of course Brad had him early, just like everything else in our lives.
Well,
here.
I had a bunch of. Like,
Brad hasn't stopped putting bets in. He's putting bets in right now.
Yeah.
He was putting bets in when he joined the pre-show.
Now
Yeah,
I
that
feel
is
like
very true.
I feel like the next set of odds is a little bit more
Place 12
up to interpretation, one could say.
You want to know my hot take?
For defensive rookie of the year, I already have my favorite, and it's not the number one.
It's not the number one either because I don't even know who the fuck that guy is.
Carson
I was
Wentz
gonna
is
say,
the
I
middle
feel like-
linebacker, Mike linebacker for the Cleveland Browns.
I feel like I don't know anything about the defensive rookies
What
this
the
year.
fuck? No, Xavier Watts is the. Is
No,
the
I
defensive
disagree.
rookie of the year.
I
no,
disagree.
I
I
agree.
hard disagree, Luke.
Yeah.
Luke, you want to know who my favorite is? Nicky Moore out of Seattle, who was honestly like the most versatile player on that defense. Honestly, he was one of the most important parts of that secondary. He basically was asked to play safety, linebacker, nickel corner, wherever they put him. He was doing damage. He was holding Puka Nacua to basically nothing during that NFC Championship game. He was doing damage out there. And he's been doing damage all year long. He is the most versatile defensive player on that team. And he's a rookie. It's
Xavier
Nick
Watts
Imawar at plus
Oh, geez. Here we
1,400.
go. Here we go.
Slam that
He's got
odds
the
over.
jersey on.
What
Man,
are
ready
we?
to
What,
go.
what jersey are we wearing, Alan?
This is Troy Brown. This is actually from '07.
Hell yeah.
So anybody that, if you know who Troy Brown is, that is a rare football fan, because for a period of about 6 years he was the answer to the best trivia question you could ask, which was who was the Patriots' last 1,000-yard receiver. Because through my favorite part of the Patriots'
Wasn't
first
he a tight end?
dynasty, he was their third receiver. So everything that everybody thinks about as being like the Wes Welker, Julian Edelman, Chris Hogan, Danny Amendola, like everybody that sort of thinks about that archetype as being the shifty white wide receiver dude.
Troy Brown was that beforehand.
But Troy Brown was black. It's like so
well,
all
that
the
makes more sense. There we
it's
go.
like all the routes, all the stuff that they had him do, like Wes Welker was running all of Troy Brown's routes.
I don't remember Troy Brown. That's really
Because this was the early 2000s, and everybody remembers the Patriots as being this like defensive dynasty, and they didn't have a great defense after 2006. Like, except for the Darrelle Revis year and the Stephen Gilmore year. Like,
I love the fact that Alan just comes in and goes, "Yeah, this is my show now. None of your teams are in this."
So like, I don't even really want to fully claim the Patriots. Like, Robert Kraft publicly supported Donald Trump, and I realize that every NFL owner probably very comfortably donated to Donald Trump and voted for him.
100%. The Hunts are not that far
The
behind. Robert Kraft.
The Glazers are weird.
No.
It's like half the family is like very hard like alt-right MAGA, and then the other half are like liberals. So I know like half the ownership is like split down the middle for Tampa.
When Robert Kraft is weird because when his wife was alive, who, side note, anybody that's watching this, if you are like at all like adjacent to football fandom and geopolitics, Moira Kraft was an incredible human being. Incredible human being. When she died, it trended on Twitter because it was globally relevant.
That's crazy. I don't remember
But so Robert Kraft had publicly supported a lot of Democratic candidates and a whole bunch of other stuff. After she died, he got weird. And he might have been weird beforehand. He was just better at hiding
He might
it.
have been weird for a long time.
But just better at hiding it. But it's like after he died, or after she died, excuse me, is when like the rails came off. And there's a degree of sympathy I have for him regarding like not the part where he publicly supports Trump because like fuck that. Oh, I should have asked about language.
No, it's
Also,
fine.
you're
I can't
good.
see anybody else in the room. Like I can see me, I can't see you guys. I don't know what to do.
Oh
What else do you need?
no!
Video ninjas
As long as you can
going.
hear us, that's all that
Yeah.
matters.
Yeah.
I can hear you fine. I just feel weird because it's like I can't see anybody. What do I need to do?
No, that's just Video Ninja being weird.
Video
And
Ninja
if you
just
find
be
a,
like
if you
that.
find a quiet time, you can refresh and maybe
Hopefully it'll work,
fixes it,
yeah.
but-
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
right now we're
yeah.
currently building our way through NFL honors because it starts on Thursday. So we're just talking about defensive rookie of the year. And me and Luke were in the middle of an argument over who our favorites were.
I
Okay.
think Xavier Watts. Well, Xavier Watts is mine because he's a Omaha. He is
Of
a
course,
Nebraskan.
he's a Nebraska
so-
Cornhusker. That's why you're arguing
no,
this.
no, he didn't. No. Don't get it twisted. He did not play at Nebraska. He's in Notre Dame Fighting Irish, actually. Didn't even go
So
to
he's
Nebraska.
from Nebraska. He played in Indiana.
He
He
played,
went the
played
better
at Notre
route.
Dame.
He didn't go to Nebraska.
Shut
He
your.
went the better
You
route.
know what? Cancel
Everybody's
this
got to get
man.
out somehow. Like I mean,
Yeah.
Cancel this man. Cancel this man. This is
You're pointing at me. You're
disrespectful.
pointing at you're pointing at me instead of Brian.
Well, I'm pointing through you, Harith, and I'm poking Ryan in the chest.
Anyway, I'm still hammering on Nicky Miwari. I feel like that one. I'm not even the only one saying it. A bunch of other analysts have been saying it as well.
That's who I would pick. I have a James Pierce future, and I still think it's Rory.
I don't even know who Carson Schweissinger is.
Yeah, he's the
I know
minus.
nothing.
He's
How
the
is
I
he
know nothing about
minus
these defensive
550?
rookies.
because he's been a lockdown linebacker for Cleveland. He was just on a shitty team.
oh,
He plays for
he was a
Cleveland.
defensive player that played good for Cleveland. That's the only place where they had any good players.
This can't be that shocking, right? Yeah.
Their defense was legitimately pretty good. The rest of the team sucked, and the coaching was not fantastic. But that's because their GM is a clown.
Their ownership is a clown too.
Hey, their quarterback made the Pro Bowl.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, don't get me started on that.
Matt Castle once won 10 games in a season. What's your point? Like,
Anyway, because we
can
got
anybody tell me what Matt Castle is known for? I know the Kansas City Chiefs fans remember him fondly.
Fuck that guy.
anyways, let's kind of speed through.
Fuck Hadley. Fuck Hadley as well. That meant we literally thought, hey, this is gonna work. This guy is a great offensive guru. And then we have the guy who won 10 games when Brady went down because we broke his goddamn knee. And we were like, you know what? We can make it work. Absolutely the fuck not. Absolutely the fuck not.
Oh, that's weird. It's almost like having good players makes it easier for a team to be good. And when you don't have good players,
It's almost like once you remove the greatest player of all time, shit changes.
No,
rapidly.
people don't understand how good that Patriots roster was relative to the salary cap, because it's always like, because talking about it makes you sound like an accountant or an economist, and nobody in sports cares about that because they want it to be about no, this player just like reached down into his gut and found better that other people can't find better. Like it's just, no, it's all just math.
It is.
Like it's all just math. If you don't get lucky with people falling in the draft, or like picking players in positions that are below market value that shouldn't be, and stuff like that, like you can't make a dominant team because the talent is all so good.
And think about this, Alan, and I say this every single time somebody talks about the Chiefs and the Patriots in the same vein. The Chiefs literally copied what the Patriots did. If you have a good owner, you have a good GM, you have a good head coach, good quarterback.
So
Tell me I'm fucking wrong.
I would counter. They copied what the Eagles did in the McNabb era.
But did it better.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's still Andy Reid, so it was the same offensive system. It was just like Mahomes.
Guess.
Like McNabb was really good, but like Mahomes is better than McNabb.
That's for sure.
Like Deshaun Jackson, Tyreek Hill, these guys are significantly different players. Oh wait, that's right. Like, come on,
They're not.
Like,
They're not.
the Kansas City Chiefs also. So like the meta of the salary cap is that you need to have multiple players that are performing above their contract value, and then after you are good for a number of seasons, after 5 seasons of picking like after 25th in every single round of the draft, like your talent attrition gets to be such that you can't keep up anymore. Like it's really hard to be good in any hard capped sport for more than about 5 years.
100%.
Because of what the attrition does. And so like the Patriots got really, really good about the meta of the compensatory pick system. Show of hands, does anybody know the formula for the compensatory picks? Because it's different now than it was.
Brad?
No,
Right?
actually, I know it's really weird. It gets even weirder with coaches too.
It's weirder now than it used to be, because now
like,
you can trade the picks.
Yes. And like now it's like years down the line too. Like some of the compensatory.
It was before.
Yeah, it gets really weird.
Freaking iPhones.
I love the fact that Alan's just like right here going.
Like. Anyway, getting into offensive player of the year odds, I feel like this one also is kind of top heavy as well. Like it's between JSN and Puka Nacua, and I feel like JSN's like the heavy favorite.
I would say JSN. JSN had a great year. One of the best years statistically in the NFL.
Historically, he almost hit 2,000 yards.
If Stafford wins MVP and Puka does not win Offensive Player of the Year, the voters got it backwards. Like, just when you are the receiver that leads the league in yards after catch, like that's like the quarterback helps.
Mm-hmm.
But like Stafford got a whole lot of yards that Puka Nacua earned.
You're not wrong. That's a very fair point though, Alan, because it's like, Stafford could throw him the ball, but like Puka Nacua had to break tackles and also run away from very fast.
You can offensively scheme so that guys like get yards after catch and other things like that. So there's aspects of it that are not within the control of the receiver. But like if you are the quarterback that has benefited most from yards after the catch, and you are the receiver that has demonstrated the most yards after catch, like if the quarterback gets credit and you don't, like that's bullshit.
I mean, it was kind of that way when Stafford was with Megatron.
Yeah.
A lot. Think about it. Like honestly, if you have a really if you have a Megatron type of wide receiver, why are you not throwing it to him on every down?
Well, no, that's why Matthew Stafford developed the no-look pass, because he knew that the entire defense knew he was going to Megatron, so he had to develop a way to like hide his like tendencies. So he had to invent the no-look pass
and get really good at throwing jump balls.
Oh, like, 100%.
But like,
because the alternative is you get really good at the Peyton Manning, try to get Austin Collie or Brandon Stokely killed on the field thing.
Those poor guys. Like, you're sending them out there, they're deaf.
I've watched Peyton Manning on more than one occasion throw somebody into getting their head removed, and like I get it. I get he's truly great, truly fantastic. I don't think he played a single season in the Colts where the defensive side of the ball had more money allocated to it than the offensive side of the ball.
100%.
And he threw so many hospital balls. Like I had to watch it happen every single week. And like I dislike Tom Brady for a myriad of reasons. But like Tom Brady was really good about not getting his receivers killed.
Yeah,
100%.
but
100%.
yeah, go arguing the JSN side of things because like I do think the Puka Nacua argument there is insanely fucking valid. But I think JSN's like has elevated that Seattle offense to like fucking new heights, and I feel like Sam Darnold would not have been able to go on this run if it wasn't for JSN's ability to just glide through routes and hide his tendencies. Because a lot of receivers, like Brady broke it down perfectly in the NFC Championship, but for like a lot of receivers, you can tell like which way they're turning or like which way they're cutting by the way their shoulders are. JSN like is the perfect master of like cutting. You don't know when he's gonna cut. You don't know when he's gonna go route. Like he's just fucking the master of hiding that. Plus, also I am biased as fuck because again I'm a Bucs fan in Washington. I watched JSN at OTAs, watched him play against Tampa and just rip that defense apart. So I've seen him in person. He's a fucking monster on the field.
I would say JSN just because the stats are a big indicator into what they do, and he's also on a Super Bowl team. That also probably helps him with votes, if I'm going to be honest with you.
Well, ideally it shouldn't, but this is the
it
NFL
shouldn't.
and they don't like it's
Well, it's the
like-
same. It's like if you think about it, Alan, it's kind of like the Heisman Trophy. If you think about it.
it is, but it's also a regular season reward.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so like that's one of those things where it's like you should now like I personally feel like because like the NBA has some of these that are really fantastic. Like David Robinson was about to play against Hakeem Olajuwon in a playoff game that was incredibly important, and David Robinson was awarded the MVP instead of Olajuwon, and it was absolutely 100% Olajuwon's MVP. And so then Olajuwon eviscerated David Robinson on live television. Like after the fact, Robinson is laughing at the reporters and going, "I know you guys are going to laugh, but I felt like I did a really good job defending him." And Olajuwon hung like 30 points and 10 boards and all this other stuff on him, right? But like, but the NFL is much more performative, like around like the writers' room because it's a much more conservative league. Mm-hmm. There are a lot more conservative writers. There are a lot more conservative readers. So there's like all this stuff in terms of how the narratives craft awards that like as many metrics as there are in football, they kind of don't matter if the story isn't good.
Yeah.
Like the Puka thing, like Stafford's gonna win a DEI MVP. Like it's gonna happen. He led the league in 1 yard touchdowns, and he had the receiver that led the league in yard after catch.
Like the 1 yard touchdowns are hard. Like that's not easy.
So are 1 yard rushing touchdowns. Like all touchdowns are hard. There's not like that's.
Hey, not if you're the Eagles.
Not if you're the Eagles, but like 1 yard, like red zone TDs is huge, right? Like passing in that like tight area, getting your guys open. That's where you make like those tight window throws.
Right, but so like if you have one of the best jump ball receivers, like that's it's like if you have Megatron or you have Gronk, like 1 yard touchdown passes not that hard. So like Puka, not really a jump ball guy, but is there somebody else on the Rams that maybe like hung their entire career on that? Like I mean,
Anyway, I just want to speed through NFL honors as fast as possible. Defensive player of the year, we all for sure locked on Myles Garrett. There's like I'm sure yes there are other candidates, but it's Myles Garrett.
If you fucking you can fucking argue with a wall. The guy broke the fucking stack record.
If you break a record, you're gonna get it. Like
like if you break a record and nobody else broke a record that season, like
It's fucking yours.
Will Anderson like graded out better overall, but yeah, you have to give it to Garrett.
Also, I realized he chose the Cleveland Browns experience.
He did.
You know, like he chose that.
Yeah.
But like at a certain we can also feel bad for him, and he can get that award to like make up for it.
I don't think we feel bad for him because he was out there like, I don't know why this franchise is so bad. It's like, dog, you signed the extension.
Bro, also people forget, like Alan just said,
you're like, oh man, don't do that.
Myles Garrett had the opportunity to leave Cleveland.
Yeah, he
at the beginning of this offseason. He could have gone anywhere and probably turned them into Super Bowl contenders, but chose to say get the back.
100%. 100%.
They just offered him more money than anybody else, which is also a sign that you probably shouldn't.
Exactly.
Like,
So,
It's
yeah,
like
you
there are certain franchises, if they offer you more money than any other team does, that's
Bengals.
probably a bad sign instead of a good sign. Like the Jets, the Browns,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I think the Bengal. I think that. Well, Harris started me on this trend. I think the Rams are gonna end up getting Joe Burrow eventually, and I think it's a perfect. I think it's a perfect fit for him, and I would enjoy that. One less good
Well, because I
quarterback.
realized the Rams
choose a
have
quarterback that it's not a good fit.
That's a good point. That's a
Like,
very good point. Very good point.
Like
It's-
between a pretty good offensive line and like if we're not saying the best receiving core, we'll just say one of the best. Like you could put a lot of people back there. It would be pretty okay.
Because the reason why I started on this trend was because I realized I was like, okay, the Rams have a top 10 pick this year because of Atlanta, and they still got like a bottom half pick. I'm like, the Rams historically trade their picks away. Stafford's probably going to retire this year. Who could they get? Joe Burrow.
I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know if he's gonna retire though. From the sounds of
think
it,
he is.
I think he's wanting one more year, which would probably be best for them. Comeback player of the year odds.
If you get
The
to be
fact
in
that
that
you
kind of
included-
environment, like
The fact that you included Philip Rivers in this.
Oh, I know, I had to for the shits and giggles.
Plus 6,000 for
kidding?
comeback player of the year.
You gotta
It's
be.
on the board.
You know. Hey, time out.
I had to for shits and giggles.
You know this man only came back because his insurance was running out.
I know, I love it for him.
Literally.
The thing is,
Get that bag.
he's got a lot of kids.
He,
Like-
isn't it like 15 or 10? I don't know. It's like
Really?
he can have a whole
It's
offense.
It's 8,
12.
I believe.
He's about to be a head coach too, right?
Yeah.
Like
I don't know.
No,
I hope
the
not in the
Bills
NFL.
declined him his
Back
second
out.
interview.
Hey,
Okay.
he's doing a great job at the high school level, though. We
Yeah.
pulled that up last week, and he's doing pretty good.
Was.
But for comeback player of the year, it's obvious fucking Christian McCaffrey. It's
McCaffrey.
McCaffrey.
Yeah, 100%. I would agree.
Coach of the year is gonna be fun. There's
Vrabel.
like you could argue any of these, and you can make a good argument.
Vrabel. It's Vrabel.
and
It's probably
I need it.
It's Vrabel. It's
I
Vrabel.
need it to not be Vrabel.
Yeah, you want
All
the
right, here
yeah.
we go.
Yeah.
I need it to not be Vrabel. I need it to like. I need the Patriots to get snubbed everywhere so that it can be like 2001 all over again.
Like
that
that.
is the part of the Patriots that I miss the most was the early 2000s. I want to relive that. And so
I don't
Well,
want
you're
to
getting there with the Hall of Fame votes right
you don't
now.
miss the Trent Green
Oh!
experience.
Yeah, you are.
Wait, time out. Can we talk about how it was announced earlier this morning that fucking Kraft got into the Hall of Fame?
No,
and
he
Bill
didn't.
No, he
Belichick-
didn't.
He didn't.
Robert Kraft did not
Didn't.
get
Do
in the Hall of
do you
Fame.
guys understand how much Bill Polian hates Robert
Yeah.
Kraft and Bill Belichick? Like, do you understand how much he hates
I
them?
respect it almost.
Like, so like, and like, I get it because Bill Polian spent his entire career in Indianapolis watching Belichick outcoach whoever he paid to be the coach,
Yeah.
whilst simultaneously out GMing him. So I would hate him too, but like that's it's Polian. Like he's
I think it's not just Polian. It's what 11 other guys voted no.
well, it's but
Yeah.
Polian is in the room
Yeah.
as a part of the conversations. And so like Polian's take on Deflategate is that the Patriots absolutely deflated footballs and not that the Colts deflated a football, handed it to the referees, and then all the Patriots footballs got measured and they were all below like the whatever thing. And then the Colts footballs, not all of them got measured because they only had time to measure 2 of them and they both measured below. And then the Patriots had to play the game with the Colts footballs and
It's almost
hung
like
30
it's fucking
30
science.
points on them? It's yeah, like and then Polian was the one that fed the false number to the reporter so that the original report was like, no, the football's measured this far below the thing, and it was like, no, the only one that did that was the one you guys handed to the referees. All the other ones were like explained by Boyle's law. So
I love I love the energy that Alan is bringing right now.
Anyway, for
So
coach of the year, like I said, I feel like you could argue any of these. I know Luke, you're arguing Rabel.
honestly, you want to know who my actual one is? It's Ben Johnson.
I agree. I was gonna say Ben Johnson would probably be my
It's
argument.
Ben Johnson. You take honestly, that's what they were missing. They were a competent head coach, offensive-minded head coach away from being what they were this year. They were the talk of the town. Besides Allen's Patriots, Chicago was a week to week. Holy shit! How are they doing this?
They led the NFC for a really long time. I'm married into a Bears family, so I was
there you
really
go.
hoping it was going to be the
Pats,
matchup for the
Bears?
Super Bowl. It would have been nice. And like, because the Bears have not had a lot to celebrate this century. Like,
Nope.
Their one Super Bowl was the Rex Grossman experience. It was Devin Hester. Like,
Yeah.
the whole of Brian Urlacher's career, I don't think he ever saw a second round of the playoffs. Like, it's, they had the Jay Cutler experience, all this other stuff. It's been, there's been a whole lot of overpaying people to come to Chicago, and then the team not having the roster balanced correctly, and then they get their teeth kicked in by Green Bay.
Well, and think about this though, Alan. Like, Caleb Williams is the first ever 4,000-yard passer for Chicago. Think about that. The Chicago Bears are one of the, if not the oldest team in the NFL, and they have had.
Hey, Luke, you want a fun stat? He did not
What,
break
he
the
didn't get
record.
that?
He didn't get it. He was 50
Oh,
yards
God.
short. The record
you
lives.
kidding me?
The record lives.
He was
So-
50 yards?
But that's like, so like
That's kind of my fucking point. Like, dude.
there was a long stretch of time in Chicago where Mike Martz was their head coach after he left St. Louis because of the greatest show on turf. Like he was hanging his hat
Right.
on that. Like now, the reason that St. Louis moved on from him, because like if you have a head coach that's really, really good, you don't let them walk. Like if they get offered more money someplace else, you offer them more money than that, right?
What's up?
But so, like Mike Martz's offense was designed in a laboratory to get quarterbacks concussions. Like the protections are set up in such a way that like the quarterbacks have 4 seconds to get rid of the ball, more or less. And like during the era before the Patriot Act, when you were allowed to mug wide receivers at any point on their route, like that didn't work. And then after pass interference changed, he didn't make his protection schemes any better, and so Jay Cutler got obliterated for years. And then any other quarterback that played under him got obliterated for years because like sometimes it is the system where like if you're making choices to scheme a certain kind of way and you have not kept up with the changes in the NFL, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say
100%.
the other dark horse in this one that I feel like is fucking valid as hell is Kyle Shanahan. I know he's like the lowest of the odds that I've listed, but like what he did with the 49ers this year is dark magic.
I
I
made
don't
that
know
case-
what
what
he
he
did.
did was different from
Yeah.
anything he's ever done.
I made that case a couple weeks ago. It's like, God, that team is just decimated, and he still figured out a way to win.
Ryan, who would be your pick?
Sorry, I just saw a clip of the Pro Bowl flag football game, and I'm amazed of how shitty this looks. What are we on?
Coach of the year.
Coach of the year.
Coach of the year. Sorry, I was.
That was
mesmerized.
hilarious.
Give me variable. Yeah.
I was watching the All-Star game on purpose is how that started.
Yeah, that's
It popped up on my For You page. It was the Bengals. Burrow scored a rushing touchdown. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Let's
Yeah,
Anyway.
I can pull up the clip right now if we want to laugh. 'Cause it is.
So the Pro Bowl and fantasy football were invented largely for like Bengals fans, so that you guys had something to do once it got to December.
I'm a big fan. Thank you very much.
Jesus.
He's a Saints fan. Why are we taking shots?
oh god, I'm scared.
No, we were just saying Burrows. Like I was just like,
for the AFC and HN.
What the hell?
Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go.
What the fuck?
First.
And copyright.
all gimmicks all the time.
Ah,
Anyway,
Oh, jeez.
Anyway,
That's hilarious.
the best award, the one that everyone kind of cares about and forgets about everything else, MVP.
It's MVP. Matt Stafford. I think Matt Stafford's probably
Matt
going to win.
Stafford.
I was, however, I will say Stafford. Alan, however, not to kiss your ass, I was arguing May for like 90% of the year.
So, like, the different, like, so MVP in the NFL is entirely a narrative award. Like that, there's not like people say that it's based on stats, but they don't use stats that compare to each other when they
Yeah.
say that it's about stats. So it's not actually. And so like the Stafford narrative right? Because he has this long career that is legitimately probably a Hall of Fame career,
Yeah.
right? He's got the
100%.
one Super Bowl and these other things, and his numbers this year were fantastic. I don't know how many times he had to play in weather. I don't know like how many times he had to face defenses that were in the top 10 of DVOA. And so like, you know, the comparison between Stafford and May, and there's like, well, no. Drake May had the easiest schedule in the NFL. And like, yeah, but he doesn't play against the other team's offense. Like Drake May doesn't play against Cleveland's offense. He plays against their defense. Their defense is really good by DVOA.
That
Like, if the Patriots
DVOA
win the
thing-
Super Bowl, go ahead,
The
Tigger.
thing is off. By the way, so that I saw that tweet go out about like the DVOA defenses he ranked. It was not like interpreted correctly by everybody.
And
It was like an average, and so like it broke down where like really he played like against like a couple good ones, not to break down, but like Stafford's the normal DVOA he played for, like the actual average was harder than May's. But
well, I mean,
how it
Drake May
actually
got to play
works
the
out in
Jets
numbers.
twice and the Dolphins twice. Like that's
It's like this weird, like if you
Whoa.
actually looked at like the week by week, like where they ranked every week, it was like, oh yeah, it
My favorite
really ends up
stat
being
was
It's a weird one though. It doesn't make it's also like not that big of a difference. Like when you actually looked at what
Yeah,
it really
because-
meant, it was like 3 spots. So it's like it was like a weird one where it was like everyone's like, oh, he played the hard. I was like, well, no, actually, but like it really wasn't that big of a difference.
I mean, my favorite stat line for May was the schedule breakdown for the Patriots, and I think like out of like their 17 game schedule, 14 of them all had staff changes except for 3 of some kind. Like offensive coordinator gone, head coach gone. It was like one of those two combinations, or defensive
so
coordinator.
here's the argument for May. Look up the times in which a quarterback has led the league in yards per pass attempt and completion percentage.
It's pretty much all MVPs. I think when I saw that.
Brady in 07.
Yeah, it's Brady or 7.
I
But
think
didn't
that's the
Breeze had like a really close one to that too.
But so like yards per pass
Mahomes?
attempt is one of the things that we should actually look at on quarterbacks because it tells us who's real and who's not. And so like when a quarterback has like really dominant numbers in yards after the catch, it's probably not the quarterback. When a quarterback has like a very low yards per pass attempt, then that indicates that like the offensive system is being designed so that
The
like,
ball gets
they're-
out of his hands.
Yeah,
quick.
this has been very
or
interesting.
their limitation in their accuracy or other things. So like the years that Manning was in Denver, his yard per pass attempt were the lowest they've been in his career because his arm was a spaghetti noodle at that point.
Yeah,
Like he
100%.
could not throw long balls anymore. And so, you know, like the Derek Carr experience for the Raiders, like he was always one of the lowest quarterback yards per pass attempt of starters, which is like the indication that it's just like, oh, like, yeah, your numbers are fine, but
No, yeah, Alan, you're right. Like May has a 1 point advantage on Stafford, 8.9 per attempt. Basically, you can average up to 9, and Stafford 7.4, so you can average up to 7.5.
the completion percentage thing is the thing that makes that nutty.
Yeah,
Like
that
like,
72% is crazy.
It's nutty to have a yards per pass attempt that high and then a completion percentage that high. This is the highest completion percentage of a Patriots quarterback, and we are talking about 20 years of Brady. And Brady throwing to Gronk and Brady throwing to Moss, like
God
you know,
damn
you're
it.
talking about like,
They're gonna win this fucking game, aren't they? God damn
Hey.
it.
Yeah, well, there goes.
Oh.
Hey,
the
Luke.
rest of the
With
podcast.
that out of the way, you want to segue into the game?
Fuck! God damn it!
He doesn't even want to do the breakdown anymore.
One-
Alan did
one-
it all right then and there.
God damn it!
Well-
One fucking year.
I do want to
Oh.
talk about some stuff that we haven't mentioned so far. So, speaking of
damn
Drake
it.
May, there was a little bit of a
Drake
scare.
May or
Drake
May. Which one?
Drake May.
Maybe.
Anyway,
No
so
cousin Sal.
what happened earlier?
So, thank you.
I was interested. So yesterday, the Patriots had a little bit of a scare. Drake May had a shoulder injury and did not participate due to illness as well.
Fine.
He's fine. He's gonna play the Super Bowl, but I will say, he'll play.
This is
He will 100%
horseshit.
play. It's the fucking Super Bowl. But here's the but. Mike Grable was very cagey to reveal that.
It was weird.
He was very like he did not want to talk about it.
All right, so one of the reasons that the media hated Bill Belichick is because a media member would ask him a nothing burger question that he obviously wasn't going to answer, and then he would give them a dismissive answer because it was either a dumb question or it was dumb that they asked it.
Yeah.
Like, that's. Hey, can you tell us something about the injury to one of your most important players right before the most important high leverage game of the season? No, I'm not going to provide you any information about that, Tim. Sorry. Like,
Yeah. Anyway,
do you know how many reporters are lucky they didn't get just a direct, like, keep it walking? Like,
How about you get fucked? How about I tell you to eat my ass? All right, I get it.
yeah. And then for Seattle, I think the most interesting one is still Sam Darnold's oblique injury. He's gonna also play, but it's again he's been working through the entire postseason.
All right, time out. Can we go back to Drake May and the illness? Why the fuck are we reporting on an
No, I'm
illness?
more worried about the shoulder
no,
injury.
it's a shoulder injury.
Shoulder injury
That's
and
right,
an
it's a
illness. It was a
shoulder
combo injury.
I was gonna say an illness. Are we gonna have? Oh, is that gonna be the narrative of how he wins? Oh, he won. He had the flu.
It was the Michael Jordan flu game.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
No,
so, like, any fan of the
nothing ever
NBA
does that.
any fan of the NBA, flu-like symptoms, if a player is out for flu-like symptoms, they're super hungover.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
since the 80s. Oh no, they're gonna miss the game.
Always
for
in
flu-like
Atlanta,
symptoms.
Houston.
Super hungover.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Like,
but the
Or food poisoning.
I was
Or food
more
poisoning.
interested about his shoulder injury more than the actual illness. Anyway, he's gonna fucking play. I thought it was interesting to note that because that was a thing that popped up, and Seattle sports media is going crazy about that right now.
so they can focus on that, or they can be like, and Seattle is, in my opinion, a significantly better roster. Like, they're a better team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
And
agree.
so, like, the
100%.
Seattle writers, to get people's attention, they've either got to write pieces that are dangerous, like, hey, Seattle is so much better than New England, like, which is that's not the kind of stuff you want to do, because then if you lose, you're fucked,
Fucked.
right?
Absolutely. 100%.
Option 2, Stidham leads the league in, I accidentally threw the ball at the other team and I got lucky they didn't catch it.
Will Levis was coming for that award though.
We'll call that the Brett Favre.
I call it the Jameis Winston as a Bucs fan.
Brett Favre led the league in that every time he was in the league. And so, like, there was this one time, like, when he was in Minnesota, and everybody's like, oh man, this is, like, he's fixed all his interception problem, like the gunslinger stuff, he's finally got the balance right. No, he was still leading the league in, I accidentally hit a defensive back with the ball. They just didn't catch it.
Anyway,
But
getting,
like, and so, like, those are your two options. Or Drake May has a shoulder injury and we don't know anything about it. So I'm going to speculate for 4 paragraphs and hit my deadline.
yep.
Yeah. Probably.
Anyway, getting into the actual matchup, because Alan was kind of teasing that. I think starting on like the New England offense versus the Seattle defense, because I feel like that is really the real matchup of the game. And I feel like, obviously, I started with O-line, D-line for New England, because I don't mention it for Seattle, but I do mention it for both. I mention it more for New England.
So I disagree, but I'm going to let you finish.
Is New England's offensive line has given up 5 sacks in the last 3 games.
Their left tackle tore his MCL. That came out yesterday.
Oh, good.
Like, when he came back from his injury, like, part of the reason why he hasn't looked as mobile as he did in the first part of the year, he tore his MCL.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay. No, it makes sense.
Yeah, because Seattle's defense is top 10 in sacks, and then obviously, like I said, they've given up 5 sacks in the entire postseason per game. But here's a stat that will make Allen fucking happy for that. Drake May is 7-0 in games where he's sacked 4+ times. So it's kind of a fucking.
Damn.
Well, but
What the
players
hell?
who have 4 letters in their last name have 0 wins in the Super Bowl.
That's
so,
another
like,
crazy one I saw this week. That was crazy.
What did you? What?
Yeah.
Things this is something that's parading as a stat.
Yes.
Right. And it's so quarterbacks whose last name have fewer than 5 letters have never won a Super Bowl.
That's wild.
I love how
Brad, should this influence
were-
my bets?
So,
I don't know. I can see.
I
I
mean-
was a dedicated Bill Simmons listener.
so Luke, yes, we are.
Wait.
Well, but I knew that one
wait,
separately,
wait.
but Simmons touched on it.
So
Good
yes,
touch on that one.
yeah. So Luke, yeah, we are going into the fucking into the woods with this one and the breakdown and the bets.
Wait, Mahomes. Wait,
But so-
Mahomes is 6 letters.
Right. So that's more than 5.
Less.
Less than 5, Luke. That's
Oh,
Okay.
So
less
Drake
than
May
five.
has
Okay,
4
I was
letters
gonna-
in his last name, and
oh,
nobody
okay,
with
I was
4 or
like,
3 or
Sorry, I'm
whatever.
being
Like,
dumb. I apologize. Okay.
I'm blaming public school.
Nebraska
It's
Yeah.
okay. It's my problem
Yeah,
too.
please do.
anyway. So like,
So
yeah,
here's the thing. Here's the actual question. Are the Patriots going to put Gonzalez on Cup and man cover Cup, or are they going to put Gonzalez on JSN?
Gonzalez is going on JSN. I feel like that's
I
got to
would-
be the
I would-
matchup.
I actually
He's
think
match
I'm more
coverage
the other way.
almost the entire season. He's matched.
I think they more do the old Patriots way of maybe just doubling JSN with two
So
other
the-
guys, and then
So
they
the
have
Patriots,
Gonzalez,
the Patriots
like,
very rarely did this during the regular season.
Yeah.
They would only do it during the playoffs, where they would put their best cover corner on the second best receiver, and then do a rolling coverage on the best receiver.
yeah, you
And
double
so,
that guy.
like, it would be like a pseudo zone where your second best corner is on the best receiver, and then after their route breaks, then a safety takes over.
So it would be
But then
Carlton.
back
It would be
with Devin
Carlton
McCourty.
Davis on Jackson Smith and Jigba would be the matchup.
Not even like it's really just a disguised double, more or
Yeah,
less. Right?
100%.
Kinda what
And
they're
because
doing.
the rolling coverage was something that the Patriots saw against the Giants in 07, because it's basically what they did to take Moss out of the game, so that because that Giants defensive line was monstrous. Like, they didn't
yeah.
need 7 seconds, and so like covering Moss for 7 seconds is really hard. But that was how the Giants did it, and the Patriots started doing it after that.
Yeah.
100%.
And then
and I mean,
yeah,
real
like
quick,
yeah,
I think that the way that a lot of teams have been able to beat that coverage is by like having a like a great tight end, like a tight end that can make it hard for you to double that first receiver and put that other guy on an island, because then
You just need somebody that can do like the intermediate routes in the center of the field.
100%. Yeah,
Like-
yeah, 100%. Like not to toot my own horn, but Kelsey is great at doing that, and that's why he was so successful for so long.
and to keep it
He was
with,
able to add.
to keep it within like, because that's actually an amazing thing that you brought up, because actually kind
Troy
of
Brown.
segues into this is Seattle's defense has been fucking terrible against tight ends the entire year. They're averaging about 102 passer rating a game to a tight end. So
Because that's what happens when you play 2 high safeties.
yeah, correct.
Like,
so,
Just the defense.
and then I've also noted that like Hunter Henry outside of the Chargers game of the wild card round has been fucking quiet the entire playoffs. So those two combined together, Hunter Henry is going to go nuclear.
Yeah. Hunter. I think Hunter Henry over yards is a
No
pretty
touchdowns.
solid.
Anytime touchdowns is
May I,
guaranteed.
may I offer you something else?
Yeah.
Henderson's most success as a runner for the Patriots this season has been against defenses that play a double high safety.
Yeah, because you can't bring that. You're basically, when you're doing a too high safety, you can't bring one down into the box. So that's one less guy that they have to worry about. So it's
And so-
literally you
A
just
very intrigued by like Henderson, like longest receptions.
Ramondre
Oh,
Stevenson has his most effective runs when it's a stacked box. He's better at that than Henderson is. Henderson has his like long chunks against defenses that play the 2 high safety. I hate that we are in the year of our Lord 2026 and the Tampa 2 is back. Like,
What's up?
I just
Yeah.
like guard your yard.
Yeah.
And I realize as a Patriots fan, I'm spoiled as fuck because we have never been very long without a really good man cover corner. But like,
100%.
guard your yard.
Yeah.
Just like
Like stay in
zone
front of the-
defense is the most boring defense to watch because they don't do anything
100%.
interesting.
And
It's literally just watching 7-on-7
Right.
at that point.
And going back to like the rushing aspect, I do agree with that. Like Seattle is currently was the best rushing defense in the regular season. Again, there's another team, the Patriots, who are better in the postseason at rushing defense. But here's the interesting part of it. So that's against traditional running backs. Traditional against quarterbacks that scramble, they're third to last. So the other matchup within this game, I feel like that's the key for New England is can May run out and do fucking bootlegs? Can he do read options? Can he?
The quarterback draw is going to be the thing that like if it works, Seattle might be screwed. But if that's working, then they'll bring one safety down and then maybe the long ball's open. I don't know, but like it's going to be very hard to know what the different strategic ramifications are, even after the first half.
100%.
Correct.
You won't know how this game's gonna go until at least the middle to the late third quarter.
Right, and then
Yeah.
Really knowing you're not, because okay, you have to remember, Josh McDaniels has how many Super Bowls, Alan, as an offensive coordinator? Does he have 4?
Four?
Is it 4 or 5?
I think it's 4. It's not 5 because one of the ones that everybody thinks is McDaniel's was O'Brien.
Okay, so 4. He's got 4 Super Bowls. He's played. He's coached with Brady for all of those. He's gonna take that knowledge that I don't understand how you. Some guys just aren't head coaches. They're just give me the playbook, give me ball, and let me coach. It's
There's
so crazy.
one person off of the Belichick coaching tree that has ever actually been a good head coach. That was Brian Flores, and then Miami fired him, which tells you everything you need to know about both Flores and Miami.
yeah.
Like, honestly, most shocking non-hire the offseason right now.
I am happy for him because the defense that he's running over there is fun to watch.
Yeah.
Like it's fun to watch. And if there are all of these guys that have no head coaching experience whatsoever, that are going to be brought in because they are the son of some storied coach or whatever, like that's fine. Like Flores can continue to light the NFL on fire. He's in the other conference. I don't have to be afraid of him. If the Bills had hired him, that is the only coaching hire I was worried about for the Bills as a Patriots fan.
And
Flores.
yeah, like moving into okay, because we're talking a lot about like New England's offense. I want to talk more about like a little bit about Seattle's offense as well. One of the things that I noted about like
receiving core.
the Patriots is they are not really good against wide receivers this year. They have given up the most yards and touchdowns to wide receivers in the league, and so I feel like everyone's gonna be like betting on like Sauber and that kind of stuff. Like I feel like the real damage dealers this game are gonna be Cooper Kupp and Raheed Shaheed. Those are gonna be because I think JSN's gonna be probably taken out of the equation for Seattle.
Well, and that's the question of it's like, okay, are they gonna put Gonzalez on? That person's gonna have a bad day.
Oh no, because he has a sub
Like-
he gives a sub 40 rate to quarterbacks. Like he's gonna fucking cook that receiver.
It's well, and the other aspect of this is like Stidham is the formula of quarterback where Gonzalez actually gets interceptions. Like most of the time when you're watching a Patriots game, you don't hear Gonzalez's name that much because the quarterbacks are usually intelligent enough not to throw where he is.
The ideal corner. You never want to hear
Like
that.
it's like and this is the other problem about like talking football is people get a really distorted view of what is effective in defensive backs, because like with linebackers and with defensive ends and things like that, if you hear a guy's name a lot, that's a good thing. That means they're involved. That's fantastic. If you hear a safety's name a lot or a cornerback's name a lot,
That's
they're
not a
getting
good
picked on.
Bad.
Yep.
That's like
Bad.
100%.
there are a handful of cornerbacks for the Jets that I will never forget their names. I'm just gonna toss that
I
one
mean,
out there. Like,
speaking of which, of like cornerbacks, you'll never forget their names. I do feel like Carlton Davis has like revitalized his career in New England compared to like the last couple years in Tampa. Like I used to be like, oh fucking, here's Carlton Davis, brick for hands, here he fucking goes. Oh, he dropped another pick. But I feel like with New England, he's like fucking playing lights out.
so like if there is an over under pass interference calls on Davis, like if the over under 1.5, like bet the over. Like, especially in Seattle, like he's gonna be handsy, and they're gonna call it at some point. Like,
Yeah.
But
unless the Patriots are like getting buried, then they might let him get away with some more of it, just in the interest of letting the time run down. But
Yeah.
but yeah, like I mean, he hasn't been bad, but he is definitely one of the like. If you only look at the box score, you get a very different perception of how he has been as a player. He hasn't been bad as a second corner, but like he's the liability. Like he's the guy you try to attack deep, which is the other reason I think they'll try to do like a rolling coverage, because like he does not hold up well on deep routes. Like that's where he commits the penalties because he can't help himself or whatever. I don't know.
so it's really going to come down to receiver 3 and 4s, which is Raheed Shaheed and Jake Bobo, to like do damage on the outside. It's going to be kind of the key, because I think they're going to generally force Sam Darnold to throw the ball. I think they're going to take Kenneth Walker and out of the equation entirely as well. I think it's going to come down to Sam Darnold.
I think And to be honest, I think I like Sam in this position. He's proven it all year. He had one really true bad game, and remember, Alan, his crowning achievement was the meme of
seeing
I'm
ghosts."
seeing ghosts.
Seeing
No,
ghosts,
no, you
man.
forgot the best meme, the second best meme. Out internally with fuck it, I forget what it was. It like
Oh, meningitis.
Mono.
Meningitis.
Mono.
Mono. Out
Mono,
internally
that
with
was.
mono.
The number of Jets quarterbacks who have either like had their careers end because of the Patriots or needed like a significant period of time to rehab because of the Patriots, like that list is not just Darnold.
Mark
Like,
Sanchez.
Mark Sanchez's butt fumble, like that was
But
that
he
stayed on
did-
ESPN for a really long time.
Yeah, it's still
yeah.
mentioned, but we also have to remember they did almost win the AFC that year, or the year, or no, it wasn't that year. Was it the year before?
The year before.
Where he was really good.
It was the
Yeah,
year
that's
before
what-
he was pretty good, and he was nicknamed the Sanchez. And then the next year is the butt fumble, and he
fumble.
was
Oh,
never the
God.
same. Like
That's-
the Jets. So, it is entirely possible that the Patriots are currently in like a Jets cycle, because it's not just the Jets; it's other things. So, like, just like you can stop me, like raise your hand if you feel like this is your experience in the fandom, because like for me, it's being the Jets, because this is why George R. R. Martin writes the way he does. But
What?
I love this.
I love this.
you have the moment where like they've been stagnant, things suck, and you just accept that things suck, and you're not surprised that things suck. So somewhere in the vicinity of like, early November, you're not like on pins and needles about games anymore, because the postseason is not something you're going to experience, and so like you're more dialed into your fantasy team. You get to watch the games as like the ebb and flow, and like whatever, you're paying attention to the good players in the NFL draft, all that kind of stuff. Like you're there, right? Then something goes right. And so as something is going right, you have this next season where it's like, oh, we're on the come up. And then the season after that, you get another like incremental improvement with what you have. And so then that off season is where the general manager, at the direction of the ownership, brings in some special free agents and some other things to help you get over the hump. This is the moment where the wings come off the plane and everything goes to shit.
Yeah, because they're trying to open the window when the window is not open.
And in the process of getting these things that are going to put them over the hump, they eliminate or remove or block things that were causing them to improve.
I.e.,
And so then
the Indianapolis Colts next year.
It's, and God knows what's going to happen like with the Giants or whatever, right? Like there's a bunch of teams that are like on that zone. And so like the hero's journey for George R. R. Martin, okay, it's hard, this is hard, it's okay, they're going to suffer, they're going to be miserable, that's okay. Oh, it's going well, things are going well, everything's going to be okay. It's going to be really, really hard, it's going to be really, really difficult, but everything's going to be okay. They just need these couple of things to break right, and then it's going to be okay. And then you read their death scene.
That's very true. That's a great way to put it, honestly.
It's like that.
That's a great way to put it.
The hero's defeat. And so like I've watched the Jets do it a number of times. I've watched the Dolphins do it a number of times. Depending on your fandom, like you can be like, oh my God, we do that all the time. Like that, it's, and then there are other teams that are like the Steelers that they don't go through this. Like they had their peak, they had a very, very slow decline, and now Tomlin's going somewhere else. Like it's, like you look at in the NBA, like the Pacers are that like, all right, we're, but the Knicks take people through the Jets experience because I don't know, it's New York. It's just,
But
That is hilarious. All right.
do we have anything else in terms of matchups? 'Cause, like obviously I listed mostly everything I could think of.
No,
Yeah.
not really.
Like the thing I'm most interested to watch in the first half is what the Patriots do with their coverages, because to me that's going to determine what kind of day I'm going to experience as a fan. Because our defensive line is pretty good, and other people are back from injuries. But like if the coverage is just like, all right, we're going to do press man on both sides, that's going to go poorly.
Yes,
Because our defensive line is
100%.
good, but they're not that good.
Yeah, you can't
I feel
imagine to
like-
stop both Cup and JSN
I feel
for
like
that long.
with the way the five of us are talking about this game, we're not in the mass majority of the media right now. We're convinced that like Seattle's just gonna run over New England. That's what like the fucking big shows are just talking about. No, guys, this game's gonna be fucking close. I'm telling you that right now. It's gonna be goddamn close.
Well,
Into the wire.
Or, well, I mean, like every Patriots Super Bowl more or less has come down to the end.
Yep.
100%.
Like that's, and
has.
some of that's coaching, some of that's other stuff. But also, like a lot of Super Bowls come down to the end unless one of the teams cannot block. Like if you can't block, then it's going to be over very quickly. It happened to Kansas City last year because like
100%.
they had Tooney as their starting guard and he's not there anymore. I love the guy. I love him. Like, you know, he brought us to
needs
3
to be-
Super Bowls.
He needed to, if they would have stayed healthy, and this is the same excuse that I make for when we got our asses pounded by the Bucks.
I'm proud of you
if-
that you call it an excuse and you acknowledge that it's an excuse.
Yes,
It
yes,
is an
and it's
excuse.
almost like I pull up
It's an
the
excuse.
other opposite excuse for Tampa every single time that Tampa held Kansas City to 3 points in the second half, and they were playing exactly the same coverage in the Super Bowl, but people pretend to forget that because the first half. Anyway, yeah, go on, Luke.
Damn. Oh my god.
We ended up winning 2
Like
more
a
Super
dark?
Bowls afterwards, so I think I got the last laugh out of that one. Anyway,
Yeah, but he got a Super Bowl with Brady and Gronk.
Yeah, I got
It
eternal
definitely wasn't a
happiness,
Super Bowl
Luke.
that
I was in
paid
fucking
for.
13 years of being in the
Fuck
dumps.
you.
I got fucking happiness.
first of all, no, fuck you, because Tampa Bay. No,
We were
fuck
the
you.
worst
I am not
franchise
taking
in
that.
all 5 sports
They-
until then.
They literally hold the record for the most losses in a season.
Thank you.
I don't care. Fuck.
I was in pain.
Don't you ever fucking bring that. No, fuck you. That's the worst. Anyway, Alan, I if I had to bet, honestly, I would take
Well,
Patriots plus 4.5.
so we're going to
Don't-
get into spreads right now.
Don't bet the underdog unless you think they're going to win.
I do honestly think the Patriots are going to cover that spread. I'm going to be 100%
I
honest.
think they're gonna.
Both
I
teams
think
are
they're-
extremely good against like ATS this year. They're both like 14.
If it was, I honestly thought the spread was going to move by now. I thought it was going to be +3 by now.
It opened at 4.5. No,
It
3.5.
stayed at 4. It stayed at 4.5. It's not moved.
That
Opened at
that
3.5.
means that
For
means that
about
it's probably
15 minutes.
that's crazy.
I bet the under on the Denver Patriots game because I remember like I still remember hearing somebody talk about how like, oh my god, this weather is so terrible. If the Patriots had only beaten the Raiders, then we wouldn't be dealing with this right now. And I'm like, do you understand what's happening in Massachusetts at this game? Do you know how much
Yeah.
worse it is there? What is
Awful.
wrong with you?
But so Luke's taking 4.5. I'm taking 4.5. Brad, what are you feeling on this game?
Oh, nothing, because I already hedged my Seattle bet last week. I have them plus like.
Okay. So you're going. We'll come back to you, Brad, when we get into the weird shit. Ryan, where are you going with this?
I have no action on the actual game.
Give me Seahawks minus 4.5.
You think they're gonna beat him by 4?
I would also take the Elks by 4.5.
Yeah.
It's such a weird number, but it's also it's so that Vegas can cover it. Like I would
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. 100%.
I'm not putting money on it because I'm already going to be watching the game and I don't need that. Like
You don't need the.
like I have a
extra
rooting
spread.
interest. I don't need to make it interesting in an additional way.
Except the 4 of us don't really
Alan.
got that. I mean, I technically got next into the Seahawks household,
No, no,
but
no,
you
no, no, no,
know.
no.
You guys are
no.
rooting for the asteroid. It's okay. Just be honest.
But time
I'm not.
out.
I have 13 bets already. I'm
Hey,
rooting for a lot of different
Alan,
things.
I am not rooting for the
I've been on
asteroid.
a
I'm in a
state
Seahawks
playoff
household. I
appearance
fucking
before
root
we
against the
left.
If I root for the Patriots, I'll get fucking.
I will say this, Alan. I bet Chiefs Super Bowls
Shut up.
the last two won. The last
Oh,
two
I
times
got
they
it
won
right.
at the beginning of the year, and I've never felt more satisfaction in my life. I
So,
will say
like,
that right now.
You don't have as complicated a relationship with your Chiefs fandom as I have with my Pats fandom.
That is, except you're getting there, Luke. You're starting to get there a little bit.
I am starting to get there. I am
Anyway,
starting
Luke,
That's
what
cute
again?
for the both of you.
Are we ready to get in the weird shit?
What's the weird shit?
Okay,
Oh,
so
get ready. Here we go.
Because it's the Super Bowl.
Is this all the props?
Yeah, we're going props. We're going off props.
I'm gonna
We don't
tell
talk
you
about
right
props the
now.
rest of the year, but we're talking about it in the Super Bowl. So,
Most
Yellow
of, most
Gatorade.
of what I have is not even on your list.
so
it's-
okay, I'll
Getting
wait for
aerial
Brad to
here.
pull that out. So anyway, got to start it off. Coin flip. Obviously, it's the same odds, heads, tails.
Tails.
-1 of 3.
This
Who's
is-
gonna win?
Still taking your money. Vegas is still taking your money.
So,
Can't give you even odds
shot,
with a coin
right?
flip.
Luke,
All right,
I just
so
think
here's just some math, everybody. Just some math, okay? All right. And so people will tell you like, oh, the coin flip is like this. Oh, the Gatorade is like this historically. Like, and they provide all this stuff. Like, oh, the anthem is normally this long. Like historically, this is like the average. So if you go to Vegas and you stand by the roulette wheel, there is a trap above the roulette wheel. There's this big like display, and it shows you what the last results are in like a row, because your brain will like, oh, it's hit black 4 times in a row. There's no way it's going to hit black 5 times in a row. Like, what are the odds of that?
hey, Alan, here's something funny. People are
The odds
literally
are
arguing
always-
about that with coin tosses right now.
The odds are always the same.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
It's
it's
inverse
RNG.
fallacy. Every spin is a brand new set of odds.
And so like it's like the coin flip's 50-50. And so if the odds aren't 50-50, what are you doing?
Which it's not.
What are you doing?
And then
What are you doing? And if you're not getting paid 50-50, what are you doing?
Yeah.
and I will also
Vegas
say,
is still taking 3 cents.
Alan, it's funny you bring that up. I legitimately saw a TikTok like I think on Friday where people were arguing about the coin toss bet, where people were like, "It's been tails 80% of the time in the last 5 Super Bowls. You should bet on heads."
No, it's the same thing every time.
So
Why you
Third
put
grade
minus
math.
103 for both heads and tails in this document?
correct.
Yeah.
We
Because
need
it's
to,
50-50.
Which Vegas is still taking 3 cents on your dollar.
and they still take the vig, so the house
They're
always
still taking
wins.
vig. Yes,
So
they're
yeah,
still
the
taking
house
vig.
always wins. However, we're all picking tails.
They don't even have the decency to just actually give you a straight 50-50 bet on this.
Yeah, this is fucking bullshit. All
They're
right.
still taking vig. Insane.
Coin toss winner: Seattle or New England?
Well, here's the thing, Alan. I bring this up every single Super Bowl. I was cheering when Tampa lost the toss against Kansas City. You want your team to lose the toss historically, because
don't
teams
want
that
your
lose
team
the
to lose-
toss win. I think it's like an 80% chance to win the game. So you want your team
So
to
it's-
lose the coin toss.
It's you want your team to receive in the second half.
Yes.
Because
Yes,
that's what
100%.
correlates with winning. And so there are many teams who, when they win the toss, they elect to start the game with the ball.
Yep.
During the Patriots' second dynasty especially, but the first one a little bit, they would always elect to receive if they won the toss. Because you are more likely to win. Just like you are more likely to win the overtime if you get the ball first, you are more likely to win the game if you start the second half with the ball.
Yeah.
Or you
100%.
kick in the second half, but you kick an onside kick and you recover it.
So yeah,
Shout out to my Saints.
I just
Shout
looked it
out
up.
to my
I just
Saints.
looked it up out of
Poor Drew
curiosity. So
Brees.
the loser of the
Brees.
toss, out of like, it has a 57% chance of winning. If you win the toss, you have about a 42.4% chance of winning. This is all Super Bowls combined.
No, that's pretty damn good.
That's why, Luke,
I'm gonna-
you weren't in my house. Obviously, you weren't in my house because we didn't know each other then. But when the Bucks lost the toss in Kansas City, I started showing, I'm like, let's fucking go! Because I knew we had a better chance of winning at that point.
But that it's like that's the illusion of correlation.
It is, but it works. Delusion
no
sometimes
correlation
works.
there.
Anyway, let's move into the next.
No, this strongly correlates. Like it's slightly better than 50%.
Yeah.
And this is and it's okay.
Yeah.
So then choose the thing that actually, right? Like, and
Makes
so,
sense.
Yes. So, moving into the next series of props, who will score the first touchdown? I have all the odds right here. I'm not going to list them all because there's too goddamn many.
Who is in team or who is in player?
Who is in player?
Player.
Watch it be like freaking Stefan Diggs.
No, this is going to be the fun part. This is because
I really hope it's booty
This is where
so that my
this is
kids
where
will
Brad
laugh.
comes out to play because he's gonna have to fucking pull out.
Yeah, Brad, what do you got for this one?
I only have one in, which Alan will know.
Is it Keishon Booty?
So, no, Alan's laughing because he knows exactly what it is already. So I'm an avid Bill Simmons listener. Love Bill Simmons. Him and cousin Sal.
I like him better now that Russillo's left. When Russillo
Yes,
was there,
same.
like listening to both of them at the same time, I couldn't do. I had to
Couldn't do
tap
it.
out for a while.
Love the cousin Sal stuff. Love the Joe House stuff. But they have a first touchdown. It's not always a first touchdown, but it's a prop they always play. It's called the Gary Russell Memorial Prop. It's this guy who cousin Sal bet to not score touchdowns, scored the first touchdown of the game, and then these two people at a party laughed, and they ended up getting married because they discovered they were both Bill Simmons listeners.
They tell this story every Super Bowl for
And
I
it
don't know
cracks
how
me
many
up.
years on the podcast.
Every time. And then Sal's bet this year, it seems like poetry to me. There's a guy on the Seahawks named Brady Russell. So the only bet I have on first touchdown is Brady Russell to score the first touchdown.
Yes.
What are the odds on
What,
that?
yeah, what are the odds?
I don't
Plus
have it listed.
15,000.
Let's
And
go.
the thing that
Can
they
you
missed
imagine
in
if that
their
hits?
the thing that they missed in their show that I thought was obvious when talking about Brady Russell is the last time the Seahawks and the Patriots played against each other in the Super Bowl, Tom Brady and Russell Wilson
Yeah.
were
Exactly.
the quarterbacks.
Quarterbacks.
Well, also,
the only
I-
first CD I have is Brady Russell.
No, I
Hold
also
on.
find it.
Here's his stats.
Oh, I've seen Brady Russell in person. He's a monster.
Goose eggs across
They're
the board.
football
It would
players.
be
They're all
wild.
monsters.
He's questionable.
Who cares?
I hope it's Brady
It's
Russell.
like watching a
Brady Russell
basketball
stories.
game. The littlest guy on the court is not, oh, he must be close to my size. He's taller than you. They're all monsters. It's football.
Dude, he's a fucking fullback.
Yes, he's a fullback.
Oh,
Just
brother,
do
I'm
something
calling
weird.
fullback. Dude, if I'm even close, if I'm Brad, I'm saying fullback dive.
Okay,
fullback
if you're
dive, fullback
calling
dive,
Kubiak
fullback
or
dive.
Mike McDonald, you have to give him the touchdown just for fucking shits and giggles.
Yeah, this is unbelievable.
Has Kubiak ever done anything in a football game that suggests to you that he know what the experience of joy is? Or his dad? Take your
Which is
pick.
why he might have Brady Russell score that first touchdown.
Like
I love
either Kubiak, even his dad. Like
This was.
Yeah.
Is this like? Would this be kickoff or like return? Like
Yes.
defensive
Yes,
stats, probably?
if you pick
Yeah.
Raheed Shaheed, it will count as
Yes,
kickoff return.
yes. That is
Well, no,
the only
I was looking at
first
his stats for
touchdown
Brady Russell. I was like,
No,
is
no,
this-
no, no. Those are attack.
No, he's a fullback. He would-
bet. Don't look at Brady Russell's stats. This is not about the stats.
I'm just.
This is pure vibes.
there's a
You're
reason
fine.
it's 15,000 to 1.
There's no way this hits. But if it does,
Brad,
I'm
how
gonna
much
go
money did you
mad.
put on this?
$1.
The badass.
Hey,
$1.
15, and then
I
he
couldn't
gets
even bring
15
myself to do
grand.
5.
Dude, 15. Can you
No,
imagine?
it's
if you hit it?
$151. Yeah, it's
Oh my god! You need
Oh,
if you
I
hit
thought it was
that, I would love
15
it.
grand. So no, you'd have to do $100 to win 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so it's
Okay.
150 to 1 or whatever. It's
First
Doesn't
touchdown score. First touchdown scorer. Honestly, I think Hunter Henry. I think he might have a pretty. Something tells me that a tight end is going to score in this game, regardless. But I think Hunter Henry's probably a good choice here for first time.
I like that for New England as well. My pick for Seattle is going to be a little bit out there. Give me Jake Bobo, first time touchdown.
Let's get a lot of juice.
Yeah,
Bro
I
has
mean,
been on
He
one.
scored. He's scored in every game that he's played in this year, right?
Not
I'd actually
every
be intrigued by like
Not
Right,
every
hey.
game, but he's played
majority
the
of the time, yes. And also, I feel
Oh,
like if
that-
we're talking about we've talked about the matchups with like JSN and Cooper Cup or Heat, he's like kind of the outlier in the mix. And plus, I don't think
That's true.
Seattle's tight ends are going to be as much of a factor. I could see AJ Barner for shits and giggles get an anytime touchdown later in the game, but not first.
What do you grab? What were you saying earlier?
Drake May intrigues me as an actual first time touchdown.
That one also intrigues me as well.
Like they get
yeah.
down there, gets a little tight in the red zone. May's such an athletic player. Like I could see him just be like, I got a window, I'm going.
well,
And
the
try-
the
that's
quarterback
where I
draw,
Quarterback draw too.
looks like it's going to work very well against Seattle's defense.
May would actually
as
be
much
like a
as
real-
as much as they are a very effective like sack generating defense, the quarterback draw looks like it will be very effective because against a too high safety, the draw is a very effective run. And a quarterback draw even more so because you have one more linebacker or defensive back pulled away from the box.
Well, and the other
'Cause-
way, the other thing is too, you have to, if you're as a defensive lineman, you got to be sound in your bull rush, in your rush lanes, because if you are not sound in your rush lanes, and you come up too far up north, he's gone. Like that's a guaranteed 10 yards, if not more.
Brad, I feel like that's a good first touchdown, but I do feel like if you are going to do like a fucking parlay or like just straight props, I would stick that in anytime and feel like confident that would hit at some point.
I I feel like a May touchdown is more likely than a Diggs touchdown.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Also, side note, I really, really hope that Diggs does not score a touchdown. I really hope that Diggs is not instrumental to the win.
Oh, like
because that
how I had to deal with Antonio Brown being instrumental to that Tampa win over
Yeah, that
Kansas City. That fucking sucked.
Tyreek Hill, like how many Super Bowls does Kansas City got to give up if we like look at the Tyreek Hill experience? Like,
Yeah.
like, it's
But
it's,
what I also love about this list,
or the Kareem Hunt
oh,
experience.
I forgot him too.
technically on the first time touchdowns, I also did include for funsies.
Oh Jesus, for funsies.
No
For
New
funsies
England
and
first time
gambling is
touchdown.
like-
No Seattle first time touchdown. There are odds on that too. So you can be like, oh, I think Seattle's
Field
gonna be the
goal
first one
battle.
to score. I'm gonna bet against the opposite, or I think like you could go either way.
Oh, I see. So I bet Seattle doesn't score the first touchdown, which means I bet that New England does.
Correct.
But I'm not betting the player. I'm just betting the field
side.
against.
Field.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Why would you bet the field against Seattle?
I like that. That's an interesting.
That is an interesting.
Like yourself better than that.
Ryan, who do you like for?
It's like betting the coin toss. Like yourself better than that.
I don't.
It's betting the Gatorade. Like yourself better than that.
Alan, you're gonna see some shit in a little bit when it comes to DJ Corner. All right, we're gonna get real weird.
He wouldn't tell us what he was going to talk about.
I
later,
spent
but-
more time on DJ Corner than I did actually prep for the Super Bowl.
I was just looking through Seattle's postseason stats just to see if that gave me an idea. Kenneth Walker seems the safe bet, especially if they get into the red zone. He scored 4 of their 8
100%.
offensive touchdowns, so I could see them
Yeah.
doing a rushing touchdown. But if not rushing, Jake Bobo, I
Receiving.
think. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially if it's also in the inside the red zone. I think he would be the go-to.
To me,
Or,
it's giving. I mean, Alan's gonna have some flashbacks. It's giving. I'm trying to figure out who the Chris Matthews of this game is for Seattle. Like the player that just comes fucking out of nowhere, and you're like, who
Brady
the
Russell.
fuck is this guy?
It's Brady Russell.
No, because Chris Matthews had like 102 yards in the 2014 Super Bowl and scored like 2 touchdowns. You're like, who the fuck is this guy?
Well, he was
Well,
the guy that
I
was
think-
open because they were doing the like they had Butler on what's his name, and then they were doing the rolling coverage on the other guy, and
Yes,
so
100%.
like,
So
it's
I think Bobo is gonna be that fucking guy.
I would disagree with you there, Harith. I think it's Rashid.
Do you think it's Raheem Shaheed?
Yeah, I think he's just got that vibe. Like he's capable of being
But
like
he's
a
like
really
he's more like
good-
to me he's like more of like a Percy Harvin for that Seattle team than like Chris Matthews, where you're like, huh?
so when you say like a Percy Harvin, what do you mean? 'Cause
Elite-
There's like
Elite
There's,
kickoff
like, two
returner,
things that can-
like
okay.
like off the ball speed that like can just is super dangerous and can just like beat
amazing
you
in
to the punch.
space cannot be relied on to catch the ball. Like, is that
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, yeah.
Yep. That is very fair.
so like
Uh,
Henderson?
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
I want him to run the Shane Vereen wheel route. That's all I want.
Yeah. All right. So anytime touchdowns, I like. If I had to do a 2 for.
I got some good ones here.
I got.
Oh,
I got.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I
Oh,
already listed
Jesus
my
Christ.
good ones so far.
I would say, well, it all depends on if you think the over's gonna hit. If you're gonna do anytime touchdown, it's like if you do, especially it's gonna be telling on who you think is either going to win or how confident you think their offense is going to be. To be honest, I sneakily like Kenneth Walker anytime touchdown, and then also Ramondre Stevenson as well. Because I have a feeling that both of these teams are going to be a little bit of run heavy in the first half.
And then I think they're gonna let
where
it rip
it's
in the
gonna be-
second.
and then they'll let it rip in the second half. I think Walker. It wouldn't surprise me if Walker ended up the game with.
However,
20
can
to
I counter
25
your Stevenson
carries.
rushing touchdown with a Drake May rushing touchdown?
All right, whatever.
Because
said it,
we said it. QB running
Rushing.
ability is going to be the factor for New England's offense. I feel like that's a more of a
Yeah.
likely.
Well,
That's fair.
so the and like the New England running attack, they haven't gotten to play a bunch of defenses like this. Like Seattle's defense is really, really good. Like if the Patriots win,
100%.
it's going to be the first time that a team has had to play like 3 of the top 5 defenses in order to win a Super Bowl, something like that. You know, because like Drake May started out against Khalil Mack, and then like, you know, poor left tackle. I feel so bad for Campbell. Like I can't even imagine having to deal with the monsters that he's had to deal with without an MCL. Like,
And he's done really well.
Will Anderson, Daniil Hunter, Leonard Williams now, and
that was
fucking
brutal.
DeMarcus Lawrence. Like Jesus Christ.
yeah, it's like that's you're gonna have a bad day. Like it's just how it's gonna be.
I will tell you though, Alan, Matt Campbell will be a staple for your offensive line moving forward.
However,
He's that big of a piece.
Before the injury, he was really good, so I have faith that with an offseason to recover, I think
100%.
And I really like the way the guy's wired.
Yeah,
that's,
100%.
like-
He's a ball oriented. Like when they when he was drafted to New England, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna make sure that Drake May doesn't get touched.
Dude, like all the
Relatively, he was doing really well of it until he got injured.
yeah, and then since he's come back, he hasn't looked great, but he's also been competing against the best to do it, and like you know, we just found out he doesn't have an MCL, so like
Yeah.
so
you know all that stuff.
Luke, you want another fun anytime touchdown that I think will happen in this game?
What?
I think it's either going to be Seattle's defense or New England's defense is going to get a pick 6 or a fumble strip because both teams are top 5 in scoring on defense, and Seattle is number 1, New England is number 5. So I think there's going to be some defensive score on either side.
If there was a way to bet just defensive score,
There is.
Like if there was a way to do that,
there
like,
is.
All right, should we just get in the line?
depending on what the numbers are, I feel like that's not gambling.
I got some stuff.
New
It's like
England's defense is
quarterback
like
wins
plus
MVP.
80, 850, and then I think Seattle's is like plus 550.
Only plus, yeah, no, I got something better. Don't worry.
Oh God. Brad's like
All right,
rookie
Brad,
numbers.
All right, Brad,
If this involves Cardi B or the national anthem or
doesn't,
the Gatorade color, you just like seek help.
So
We'll talk about Gatorade color at the end.
yeah,
I
so
found an article that had the odds
help.
for that.
Like yourself better than that.
there's a hotline. But I'll bet you what the gender of the person on the other end of the hotline is if you want to call it right.
$5 female.
Fuck, Brad.
So anytime touchdowns, what I got cooking up. We got Rashid Shaheed.
I love it.
Grade touchdown plus 350.
I catch
I
big on that
do-
one earlier in the
I
season.
think I like Rashid Shaheed. Just get like a little funky play, do some jet sweep, some
Look, can we throw that back in the fucking pot? Because I had so much fun with that one.
The next one I have, this is a more normal one. Jason, 2+ touchdowns. That's plus 660. I think if we're talking about that rolling coverage, maybe he breaks open. It's a 0 or a 2 in my mind for him. I don't think he gets like 1 seems a little odd. I think he might just grab 2 of them. There's an interesting thought process like who wins the MVP if Seattle wins? Will they give it to Darnold, or if he has
No.
like if JSN has a Cooper Cup in the Super Bowl type performance, he probably gets it, but the odds aren't good. Rather just leave him,
If a
maybe
wide
get-
receiver breaks a record,
yeah.
they have a chance to win MVP, but otherwise it's going to be a quarterback.
Yeah.
Eli Manning was the MVP of the 07 Super Bowl, and if you watched that Super Bowl, you could have literally picked any other player on the Giants, and they were more deserving than Eli Manning.
But if JSN getting 2 of them, that wouldn't shock me if JSN just comes out and gets 2 and is like the best player in the game, but doesn't win MVP. So that's kind of JSN 2+ touchdowns. Then we're gonna get now the fun starts. Plus 2,200. Will an offensive lineman score? Yes.
Oh yes, yes.
I think the Pats do run that like a couple of those heavy like bring in the extra O lineman sets. On the
They did
red
it last
zone.
week.
Yeah,
and I
they
was
bring in
fucking
they bring
happy
in a
with that
D
one.
lineman and
they
put him
did,
on the
yeah.
edge or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, Super Bowl's the time to break out that play. This is no holds bars. You get him out on that little like kind of hitch route they run with.
You know what? I
tackles.
I don't fucking hate that. That's
I'm so in.
Once upon a time, Vrabes was our fullback / third tight end.
Yes.
Just like he caught touchdowns not just by happenstance. Like he caught touchdown passes by design.
And you
Just-
think
just-
he's gonna like? Will he get weird with it? Right. That's where my mind's going. I don't think Seattle does it, but I can see the Pats doing it.
Seattle doesn't have the personnel to do that because they have better personnel.
Yeah.
Like so, like rather than trying to get cute, they need to leverage skill, and if they can't, then that's on them.
But New England might have to get cute, and I could see them O-line. Like, would not shock me. The next one is
A bunch of our best
one.
players have only been in the league for like 3 years.
Yeah. The next one is the wildest one, but I think Alan might love this one.
Do you have like an Eric Stolbert or something crazy?
No.
He's going to now.
This connects back to a later play I have. Marcus Jones.
Oh my god.
Touchdown. Patriots. Defensive touchdown for Marcus Jones. He's got 2 return pick touchdowns this year, pick sixes, I think. He got 2 of them. I think, and he's shifty, right? So if he picks off Darnold, there's a chance he houses it. Kind of next to another play, but like I can see him housing it, right?
Like looking at the way that Seattle like does their routes and other things, like if Darnold gets picked, there's a chance it gets housed.
Hey,
just because of the way that they
and who's good on
they design.
Brad,
who's good at doing that with the Patriots? Marcus Jones.
You want another fun stat? Because I just was curious, and I was not trying to build off yours and copy you, but like I was curious. Do you know who's the leading defensive touchdown scorer for Seattle?
No.
Ernest Jones. So you could double up on the Joneses.
Double Joneses. Double Joneses, right?
Keeping up with the Joneses.
Marcus Jones.
See if you can get
Just put $10 on
parlay.
Ernest Jones. Put like $10 on Marcus Jones. Whatever one hits first.
Yeah. I'm
Jones scores touchdown.
Jones scores touchdown. So that's my. Those are my calls there.
On the topic of a player throwing a pick, and then the defense starting to like try to house it, and then a member of the offense switching to defense, causing a fumble, recovering the fumble, and thus giving the offense a new set of downs at that spot. Troy Brown against the Chargers in the AFC title game. I just like since we were on the topic, I just you know.
Troy Brown's
That's all,
superiority.
That's all you got for the weird ones?
Oh no, I have more weird bets. But those are anytime.
Okay. So
right.
let's get into the other fun one. Will there be a scoregami this game? Yes,
No.
it's plus 2,500.
I have some off of this one. I don't think there'd be a score gamma though.
Yeah, I pulled up the scoregami stuff. There didn't look like anything that would make sense, but
This is my favorite one. I saw this like 15 minutes before the podcast started, and I started cackling. And Lucan was like, "What the fuck are you cackling about?" Will the Seahawks rewrite history and score a 1-yard passing touchdown?
Love that.
I was wondering what that actually meant. Now I understand. In the notes.
Will they defeat the ghost of the past?
That would be funny.
So is it funnier for them to complete a 1-yard touchdown, or is it funnier for them to end up in that situation and then do like one more, halfback dive?
No, it's passing. They're gonna pass the for a touchdown and rewrite
It'd be
history.
funny if it was interception again. I'll bet money on that.
Intellectually, which one's better? Right? Like if they successfully complete the 1-yard touchdown pass, or if they're in that same spot and they just hand the ball off one more time. Like which one of those is?
I still find it so funny. Like this is
That's
so
crazy.
hyper.
Both cases are
Right.
writing the past.
Yeah,
Like-
true.
Yeah. I just find it
I
funny
would
because it's so
say-
hyper specific to this game.
And then finally Super Bowl MVP.
When do we want me to get it? We'll do that for Super Bowl MVP.
I also have Gatorade. I found Gatorade.
Let's go, Gatorade.
All right.
Yeah, I got some more weird stuff. I got a bunch more weird.
So
right.
this comes from BetMGM, and I think there's a bit of science
Oh,
to
here we go.
Gatorade. No, I mean think about it. I mean there is a human choice in it, and superstition does also play in a part. So I mean it's not
This is
just
the
like
illusion of statistics, isn't it?
Yeah. But,
Not Ryan going, yeah, Alan, shut up.
look, FanDuel doesn't have this. I only bet on FanDuel. I'm not going to bet on the Gatorade color. I'm not degenerate. Right?
I'm not
I
that
do it
messed
every
up.
year. It's fine.
We have
but-
some class on this podcast.
I've got a 12-player single game parlay, but I'm not going to bet on Gatorade. Only degenerates do that.
I was going to do a 2-player parlay, okay? So the odds for Gatorade is orange at plus 225, yellow/green/lime at plus 260, blue at 260, purple 750, red/pink at 1100, water/clear. I don't know if that counts the white Gatorade at plus 1100, and then no Gatorade bath at plus 5.
Okay, can I bet on? It's gonna be blue. because of both teams'
Oh, no,
colors.
no, no, hold
Blue.
on. Time out.
Oh, red?
Time out. What was it the last time these two teams played each other in the Super Bowl?
You want me to
Hold
look
on,
it
let
up
me look
right
at
I
that.
now?
think, I think you're
Pictures.
better off looking at what their Gatorade was 2 weeks ago in the conference
Yeah.
championship games.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming since Orange opened up at 215, that's what the article
I
says.
think Orange also has like the most wins or something like that.
Probably.
Yes.
Hey,
I
Luke.
believe
Hey,
so,
Luke.
yeah.
You want? It was orange last time, for the record.
Objectively, the worst flavor of Gatorade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the
I
one
would
they
agree,
use
I
the
would
most.
agree. I would agree.
I think it's a
Just-
cop out to do yellow/green/lime and red/pink, but I guess Gatorade doesn't have as many
Yeah.
different flavors than Powerade. So
Which is ironic because yellow and green are the best flavors, but whatever.
If you're also referring to by flavor name, not color mark.
Gatorade doesn't come in flavors; it comes in colors, and
Yeah.
they have taste.
Again, Brad, like what I said at the beginning of the playoffs,
It's like Nyquil and Dayquil.
the
like,
first
it's
set of
taste.
degenerates come out to play in the playoffs, but the rest of the degenerates come out to play in the Super Bowl.
Oh, I got. There's still more. We haven't hit some of mine yet. I got
It is
more.
so-
Uh,
It is so wild. The prop bets are
for
fun, but,
science.
like-
NFC Championship game 2026 Gatorade.
Oh God, we're really getting into it now.
Ryan's time to shine.
Oh, what color was dumped at the AFC and NFC Championship games? Hold on. This article sucks.
Dude, if you're the equipment manager for the fucking Patriots or the Seahawks, you gotta be fucking with people mentally. You gotta like look
Oh,
at the
yeah.
odds and be like, okay, we're gonna do the polar opposite.
I'm doing all of the above. It's brown.
Well, so, but the other aspect of this, which is very true, like some of these props are going to start to be like it's going to enter the Terry Rozier zone or whatever the guy's name
Ah.
is.
Manual Class A zone. The
Chauncey Billups.
Chauncey Billups' was different because his was illegal poker gambling and
Oh, that's
like
what it was, yeah.
fleecing people at a poker table.
yes.
It was a middling guy playing for Toronto.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
Porter
yeah,
Jr.'s
yeah,
brother.
Yeah.
Yep, yep, Michael Porter Jr.'s brother. Yes, that's right. He's
Yeah.
banned from the NBA now.
Dude, imagine people that have
were-
sideline passes that are stupid rich or just like setting out in the universe. The Gatorade color is this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were no Gatorade colors during the conference championship games 2 weeks ago. So
It was kind of cold. At least it was cold in Denver.
yeah, that's excuses.
Seattle, I
Trying to
think
get rich
everyone
here.
was just didn't expect the game to end the way it did. So I think that's why there was no Gatorade.
To the Seattle fan, thank you, by the way, for making it so that I didn't have to be worried about Nakua and
Devontae.
I was just trying to talk shit, but like I can't even do it with a straight face.
No, Pat. Alan's just like the stereotypical like. I'm just glad that I'm here.
I'm just happy to be here.
Well, no, it's like this isn't the Patriots year. If the Patriots win, like that says way more negative things about Seattle's coaching staff than it says
Well,
about like positive things about the Patriots.
Again, as a person that's neutral to this, I feel like the Clint Kubiak going to the Raiders is playing such a big effect because I feel like if this is like Seattle's one shot, because the odds of like hitting back on fucking offensive coordinator are so goddamn hard. So I feel like they have to fucking
Unless
hit.
your name is fucking Sean McVay, who seems to get.
I'm talking
so
about
many guys
Seattle.
right.
I'm talking about Seattle.
How
Not
does-
McDonald.
How does side note, like how is it that like the Patriots catch all this crap for cheating scandals that like after the fact it's just like, oh wait a second, that wasn't that big a deal, and McVay is still coaching without like catching crap every single day. Like
That's sorry.
Anyway,
how is that, how did that happen?
I have no idea.
Like
we ready to move into Super Bowl MVP?
Yep.
And then we can get into Brad's weird shit.
I'm gonna take JSN. I think JSN's gonna win Super Bowl MVP.
which is then like any other JSN bet, then like the odds must look really good.
Hence you can either take Jason to win Super Bowl MVP, which may or may not happen even if he scores 2 touchdowns, or you take him to +2 or +660 to just score 2 touchdowns.
But I feel like, you know what this kind of reminds me of? I feel like it may be a defensive guy.
When was
It's
the
just
last
like-
time a defensive guy
Was it
won
Malcolm? Was it Malcolm Smith in 2013?
If Justin Tuck, OCU, because the award can also go to a unit. If
Yeah.
Justin Tuck, OCU Manura, Matthias Kiwanuka, and Michael Strahan making
Didn't-
Tom Brady look like Mark Sanchez wasn't enough for a defensive unit to win the MVP. A defensive player is not going to win the MVP unless they house like multiple interceptions. Like,
100%.
you know, like Justin Tuck had like four or five sacks in that game, and
Yeah.
Eli Manning still got it, having an absolutely terrible game and getting bailed out by wide receivers and a non-call on multiple holding penalties. Like, but Eli Manning still won it because he was the white guy and he was the quarterback.
I will
Like,
correct my statement before. It wasn't Malcolm Smith. The last defensive player to win it was Von Miller. Because the Denver
Von
Carolina
Miller.
Super Bowl.
That makes
'cause-
sense.
And
And he was a game
And
record.
Luke, I will
well, and Peyton
argue,
Manning's arm was a spaghetti noodle. Like, he was terrible that game.
continuously bring up old wounds, but Levante
Okay,
David
let's
should have.
just-
Levante David should have won that fucking Super Bowl MVP. I'm sorry.
Whatever.
He fucking
whatever.
locked up
Get
Travis Kelce in a Super Bowl. He fucking give him.
Yes, I love Levante David because he's one of the greatest Nebraska Cornhuskers to ever
Should
play
have
on
won.
the
Should have
face
won.
of the earth.
Should have won MVP.
Dude, that guy is criminally underrated as a first ballot Hall
And
of Famer.
he's probably gonna retire this year. Like I think this is 100%
You're
this year.
goddamn right he will. And then I won't have any connection to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers except for you, and that's completely fine with me.
Anyway, I just
That's
thought
how the Buccaneers should be in
Yeah.
everybody's life.
Anyway, I'll bring up going back to Super Bowl MVP. Like the safe play is fucking either Drake May or Sam Darnold. I feel like that's just the fucking like if you just fucking flip a coin, go there you go. Who's gonna win? Seahawks,
Who's
Sam
gonna
Darnold.
who's gonna make the least amount of mistakes?
If fucking Eli Manning
Who's
won a
not
Super
gonna
Bowl
be
MVP,
balling?
fucking Sam Darnold will win a Super Bowl MVP.
Eli Manning won 2, and he didn't deserve either of them.
Crazy.
Fucking, I will say this as a Bucks fan: Tom Brady deserved a fucking Super Bowl MVP twice.
James White got robbed.
Oh, James
Because-
White got robbed. Malcolm Butler got robbed. So yes.
Preach to the choir. Like,
So anyway,
Alan's like, I don't like Brady either. He was just my quarterback.
right there with you.
so anyway,
If I was a Bulls fan, I'd have been annoyed at Jordan. Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, egomaniacs with an inferiority complex, it never ends well.
So yeah, just flip a coin,
Ever.
pick Sam Darnold, Drake May. I'm going Sam Darnold because I think Seattle's gonna win. There you go.
I'm going JSN. I think JSN could be fun.
And so, like, the way you check yourself on these things, and so, like, if it's, I like this player for MVP, if you don't like any of their other, like, receiving, touchdown, rushing, like, if you don't like any of their other lines,
You shouldn't pick it.
you shouldn't pick them for MVP. Because if you don't
100%.
believe that they're, like, if you don't feel like the odds are good on the other things,
Then you're selling yourself short.
Yeah.
You're not. It's,
Right.
it's an automatic loss. Yeah, 100%.
He's not going to win it if he doesn't score 2 touchdowns.
Correct.
100%.
Or-
Agreed.
or like break a receptions record or break a yards record. Like a
Or-
position player isn't going to win it unless they set a Super Bowl record.
Well, that
and-
or they have a memorable, a couple of like, and I kind of agree. Like you have to break a record or do something spectacular.
You know what'd be hilarious?
What would be more spectacular than Butler's interception?
Yeah, and they still don't give it out. It
Right.
has to be based.
But
on-
you know
What's-
what'd be
what is more
Game-
spectacular
game-
than James White on the end zone? Like,
Depending on what they do, if Christian Gonzalez is against JSN, I don't have him listed, but I would like Cooper Cup. Imagine if he wins the Super Bowl MVP twice. That'd be fucking crazy.
well, and that's why I don't want any part of like the players for Seattle's offense because I don't know what New England's defense is going to look like yet because there's so many different ways that they might do the coverage and that's going to really change who's available and like
who's on who. That's for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
because again like Darnold is the style of quarterback that Gonzalez actually gets picks from, and so like that's like there's nothing that would make me happier than if they do the disguise double on JSN
Yeah.
and Gonzalez on Cup because Darnold is 100% going to force something he shouldn't force, and if stuff like that starts happening, then my Patriots got a really good shot.
Yeah.
But
But
that's how we beat St. Louis.
Yeah.
Like, Ty Law was just, mugging Marshall Faulk for an entire game, and Kurt Warner didn't know how to deal with that.
right. But Brad, what do you got up cooking here? I'm scared.
Okay. Oh god, we got so much cooking here. So going off kind of Marcus Jones talk earlier about Sam Darnold throwing an interception. Right now, you can grab Drake May and Sam Darnold to both throw interceptions at plus 196.
I'm betting on that.
All over that.
I'm betting on that.
All
All over
over
that.
All over it. I think it's gonna be
Yeah,
hard
that
for
might be a good one.
Love that one.
Both defenses are
It
elite.
happened.
Bet on it.
Some Hail Mary throw at the end get you there. Like
One-
it creates
both
some stuff, right?
both defenses have really really effective pass rushes,
Yes.
and like when you have pass rushes that are really effective, especially up the middle, then like you get the thing where the quarterback gets hit while they're throwing, or they throw into coverage that's not actually safe because they don't look at it long enough to realize that there's a lurker.
Yeah.
I'm going to be interested to see if like Seattle tries to use a spy, because if they end up like putting a middle linebacker or a third safety as like a spy for May, that may end up like that may mean good things for Booty. That may mean good things for Ramondre. Like that, it's
I wouldn't be
'Cause there's-
surprised if Nicky Mawari is the one that's kind of the spy in the game because he has been kind of their do everything player.
well, it was the Patriots against the Rams back in the Jared Goff days that started doing the like nickel where instead of bringing in an extra corner they brought in an extra safety, and it screwed up that offense. Like they brought in a
100%,
safety
yeah.
and put him on the line, and like that offense has just never been the same since that blueprint came out. Like it's just I mean like it's been good with Puka, but it's also been really reliant on yards after catch, which during the Todd Gurley days that was never part of the formula.
No, it wasn't. It was run the ball until his legs break.
So Brad,
Well, it was zone run and then play action pass, and Gurley was really really good behind that blocking scheme, and then the Patriots just put an extra guy on the line and they didn't know what to do, and then the offense was never the same.
what do you got? What do you got for another thing cooked up? Is it just that?
Oh, I still got so much more.
Go, you got just start
so-
ripping them
Let it
off.
go.
Next, plus 135. Will there be a 2-point conversion? Yes. Just an attempt.
It's
It's
an
not a
attempt?
score. It's just an attempt.
Oh,
Okay.
attempt is really
Oh.
good. That's
I like
wow.
that.
They don't have to make
I mean, last time Seattle and
go
New England
for
played in the Super Bowl, there was a 2-point conversion because Julian Edelman.
they happen much more often in high leverage games now too because of the way the
100%.
math works.
I would bet on that.
Yes, 100%. Connected to that, will there be an octopus?
What?
Wait,
What is
what?
an octopus?
An octopus is when the player catches both the touchdown and the 2-point conversions. Where's both the touchdown, 2-point conversion? Will there be an octopus? Yes.
Because it's 8 points.
Yes.
So-
That's 1,500. Will there be an octopus? These things are correlated, right? So I'm going. There's going to be a 2-point conversion step. It's going to be an octopus. Go.
Fucking
Does that
Um,
count? So what if they run for the touchdown, run for the 2-point conversion? That's something
As long as
completely
it's the same
different.
guy.
Does it have to
Okay.
be on the
Same guy on the
same
same
drive?
piece.
Like they have to score a
Same
touchdown,
drive.
then
It
2-point
has
conversion, or
to
can
be-
it
it
be
has to be-
earlier in the
it has to
game
be-
and
It has to be
later?
back to back.
Yes,
Ugh.
it has to be. He has,
It has
to
to be
score
back
8
to
points
back.
right there.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Will there be an octopus? Yes.
Damn,
We will
that's
go
crazy.
with
Because 8 points on the same play.
Yes.
That's-
plus 1,100 QB to catch a pass. Yes.
Fucking Nick Foles, I swear to God.
Yes. Then let's see. I got 2 more.
These are all $1 and $2 bets, right?
Some of them. Some are like 5, some are like
Some of them are like 5,
Wait,
$10.
Brad, is it's the $10
There were
bet
4
on the
units.
fucking picks?
I actually don't remember.
What he's not telling us is that all these are individual bets, but then he did it all over again for one big parlay.
Yes.
Anything below like plus 350 is a full unit. Everything above it, it's whatever the fella was feeling like. So like really the full units are Rashid Shaheed, the interceptions, 2-point conversion, and JSN 2 TDs. The JSN 2 TDs is the full unit. And then
You
the
should see
final
what he bets on outside of football.
You cannot
That's
wait for
coming
that.
up. I have 2 left. One is plus 125 to Marcus Lawrence sack.
I like that. I love that. Love that.
So
He's
let
gonna-
that play.
Leonard Williams and DeMarcus Lawrence are gonna go fucking ham.
Yeah, they're gonna get sacked. One of them, I'm just picking DeMarcus. Both
Bet
plus
sacks on
9.
both sides. Just pick sacks on both sides.
Yeah.
Sacks and interceptions, like
Yeah. Feels like that's this game. That's what's gonna happen in this game. The final one is my exact score play, which is plus 10,000, which is
Christ.
27-20 Seahawks.
I
I
like
did
that.
see on FanDuel that they have squares, and I'm very tempted
Yeah.
to just do those instead of just normal bets.
was ranges. It's like when you can bet on weird random stuff like the temperature and other things they do. Like,
Call
they do
sheet.
boxes.
Yeah, that's just weird. All right, Brad, what's the other one? What's your other?
That was it for Super Bowl. I have.
Okay, I was gonna say, can
Oh.
we figure out before he says it what he actually bet on? 'Cause we talked
yeah,
about
yeah,
it
yeah,
before.
yeah.
We talked
Yeah.
about it before. It was not cards. It was
Context,
not
Alan. This
NASCAR,
is what we
it's
call
not
DGen
bowling.
corner
Okay,
for
so,
Brad.
so Brad.
What did he actually bet on? So there's all this stuff that he listed, and we're figuring out which things he actually.
No,
put
no, no.
money on.
This is
No, not
totally
NFL
separate.
related.
Totally
So
separate.
he
Oh.
bet on a sport, and we were trying to figure out before we started, but we couldn't figure it out.
Not figuring it out.
Okay,
There's a couple sports I
so
bet on. That-
so
there's-
so the reason why it's called the DGen Corner is because the first time I met Brad, we talked about his time in college where him and his buddy would skip Thursday class to watch darts
Ah,
Get real
and
drunk.
bet.
the greatest comeback
Right.
since Lazarus. All right,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah, we love watching darts. We would get so fired up. We'd watch darts. It took us like maybe a month and a half to realize we were watching recorded darts. It did actually happen like a year before. But like we were watching darts like every day.
So we agreed that he didn't bet on darts. It wasn't bowling. It wasn't NASCAR.
Wasn't Indy. It
It wasn't
wasn't
golf.
It wasn't Formula,
golf
Formula One.
Golf is normally my go-to.
So, Brad,
No
can
golf.
I throw out one that has not been thrown out yet?
Sure, go ahead.
Fucking
I don't think you guys
cornhole?
can get 'em. No cornhole. No,
God
we were
damn it! I thought that was a good throw.
No.
Alan,
So
you gotta get.
this is a really good day to bet on basketball because it's the trade deadline and everything's weird. And so if you're paying really close attention to transactions or like the news of transactions, the lines don't always adjust in time for the players that are going to be absent and the teams that are going to be shorthanded.
Is that what it is?
It's not basketball.
I bet you it's poker. He's gambling on gambling.
No poker. No poker either.
All right, Brad, you gotta
Alright.
reveal this.
Gambling
plan.
on gambling is next level.
I'm
That
I'm
is-
shocked. You guys cannot get this.
It's not the NHL.
So simple.
That's the closest one so far.
Oh,
Cricket.
the winner
Oh,
was
the
the winner.
Olympics starts on
God.
like
Oh my
tomorrow.
God.
The
Oh
Olympics
my
starts
God,
like tomorrow.
We're
fucking
dumb.
Oh,
We're
so it's not
fucking
today.
historically
It's
dumb.
just in general.
In
Oh, it's just in
general. Yeah,
general.
when he
This
has
is
the
actually
Well,
going
so
out here.
like I got sandbagged. That's not my fault.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, Olympics is starting. So we got some Olympics bets going on here.
Oh no!
So let me
Making bobsledding.
Did you see Lindsay?
We're not that
Lindsay
far
Vonn?
off,
Skiing.
She tore her ACL, but she's still gonna ski. That's incredible.
Yeah, let me go. You know what? I'm not going to share. I'm just going to go through them for you guys. Where do I want to start here? We'll start with the more normal ones. We got some men's hockey, men's Olympic hockey.
Okay.
That starts I think mid next week maybe. So the first men's hockey.
Are you betting on whether or not the stadium's going to be done?
That would be a great bet. I'm kind of intrigued.
The answer's no.
The answer's no. That's right now.
The answer is no.
Yeah. So the first bet is plus 6,500 for Brady to Chuck to lead the leading goal scorer.
No. We do not support the Tkachuk brothers in this house.
Look,
No. I don't care where you are on your degeneracy. We do not support the Tkachuk brothers in this house.
look if OJ was still playing.
They ride on the same bus as the kicker for Kansas City.
They do.
Damn it! Alright, that's not fair.
Lucas is catching
I don't
strays
support
this entire
that guy.
podcast, and I support it.
don't support that guy.
I didn't say you did.
But here's the thing. No, you haven't heard this story. So somebody walked up. So my brother-in-law had a friend who actually went to like a signing, right? And Harrison Bucket was there.
Oh no.
And one of the guys walked up to him to get an autograph and goes, You cost me $1,000 for missing your kick in the AFC Championship game. For me, I don't remember what game it was, but he was like, the Lord wanted me to miss that kick. You know what I would have done? I would have cold cocked that fuck in the face. What a douchebag. What a douchebag.
No, so like now like I'm saying this as somebody that does occasionally bet on sports. But if your interaction with an athlete is to talk about how their success or failure cost you money,
You're the
that's fucked up. Like that's fucked up. And now could he have Could he have responded in a better way? Probably. Is he a good enough person to find it in himself to discover what that better way was?
No.
Probably not. In the
No,
same way
absolutely
that Brady Tkachuk probably was late for practice today because he got locked out of his motorcycle again. Okay. So
Now,
But who's more the asshole in the situation? Is it Luke's friend or Harrison Butker? I can't find out the.
All
they
the
can
above.
they can both be assholes. It's like when you're talking about people from Massachusetts, it's not an either or. We are all assholes,
now, here's the thing. He
so
might
we
be an
are both
asshole.
in the wrong.
He's good at scoring goals.
He's got a favorite flavor crayon.
Yeah. Yeah. He can eat as many as he wants if he scores as many goals as I hope he does.
His brother works for Donald Trump.
Well, his other brother's gonna be on the top line with him, so hopefully there's some synergy.
That's the brother that works for Donald Trump, is the one that's going to be on the top line with him. That's the guy that is on the council that's trying to make it so that trans people cannot play sports. All 6 of them.
God damn it.
Well,
Jesus fucking Christ.
We do not support the Tkachuk brothers in this house.
I
they
concur,
got,
but goddamn.
the logic behind this too is Group C, USA's group, cupcake group. Germany is the only kind of competent team there. They also played Latvia and Denmark. Yeah, that's where we feel. The next one, Falcon.
Not politically powered, by the way. We just have to make sure that we are.
I
The
will.
next
Brad
one's-
is
the next
purely
one's-
backed
the
by
next one's
stats.
a Canadian. All right. So plus 2,700 for Celebrini. Celebrini, I can never remember how to pronounce his name. 19 years old.
That's correct. Yeah,
Yeah,
he plays for the Sharks.
for the Sharks. 19 years old. I think he leads the Sharks like total points by like 30 points right now. It's insane.
He is the best player by a mile on the Sharks, and he cannot legally buy beer.
Yeah, it's insane. He is
That's
extremely
crazy.
good.
No, the
Um,
Sharks are the Cleveland Browns of hockey.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Oh my
It's
God.
but he's unbelievably good, and he's probably gonna end up playing on the second line if I had to guess. I don't know what they do with their lines there. It could get a little funky. He may or may not get on the power play, but this guy's gonna have like just either Sidney Crosby or Connor McDavid tossing in the puck. I'll take that guy. And this he's a young stud.
He's been
Canada's the
playing
favorite.
very well this season. Yeah, Canada is the favorite, and I am rooting for Canada.
Yeah, and it's kind of a bet of like I gotta get somebody that's going all the way, right? So I'm like, hey, young guy, good odds, we'll take him. Let's see if he can, stand up to the pressure and everything.
Yeah, betting Finland, not great because they probably aren't going to make it to the medal rounds. Like that kind of because like Sweden, Canada, U.S. like those are, if you're going to bet on player results in the men's hockey, Sweden, Canada, U.S. is where you want to be because those are probably the 3 best teams. So they're the 3 most likely to,
We have one more men's hockey bet here. So funny enough, just bringing up the Sweden. Sweden's definitely the 3rd best team, I would say. Their group is with Finland, Slovakia, and Italy. So my pick.
anytime you're in the group with the host country where the host country is not good enough to belong, but they get to be there anyway, that's a good place to allocate funds.
They also refuse. This is the wildest part. It's like the Olympics, all these kind of world things. They can get a little weird where it's like my great grandma once knew an Italian, and they're like Team Italy now. The NHL offered to be like, hey, we'll go and find guys that have Italian heritage, and we'll let them come over and play for you. And Italy went, no,
Oh,
we're just gonna get the guys that play in our local leagues. I'm not sure how many of these guys can actually skate. So they have to go against real NHL.
What a bunch of dumbasses.
So
I respect it.
coming out of Group E, I'm
rink?
grabbing. The rink is
Keep
not
going,
done.
keep going.
No,
Rink
yeah,
is
I
not
was gonna
done.
say,
It's
There's
all
so
not
much
done.
more than just that. There's
Yeah.
so much more than just
So
that.
much more. My move though is to grab Finland out of that group. I think Sweden's the better team, but Sweden's been kind of hurt. They may or may not get some guys back, but Finland's also a very, very solid team. It's a more of they're plus 145. I don't know if they're going to do it, but I like the number. When you're beating up on the other 2 teams, it's going to come down to. I'm basically taking a Sweden plus 145 Finland against plus 145 against Sweden.
Well, and like
Open this means a little.
with the weakest group picking the 2 best teams isn't like that's not a bad hedge.
That's where I'm kind of going with it.
Yeah.
It's that kind of feeling. So that's the men's hockey. We'll be done on the men's hockey now. Moving over to women's hockey.
Oh man.
So the main women's hockey bet here is the U.S. women take gold at -140. Canada and the U.S. are basically the only two countries that put out competent women's teams at all right now.
To just flip a coin.
No, it's not. So normally you think Canada would be the favorite, but the U.S. has become extremely good. So much so that they always play like four. I think it's about 4 matchups beforehand to kind of tune up for the tournament because it's really just between those two. The U.S. beat them. I think it was like a total of like 27 or 24-7 through the 4 games and swept them. The Canadian women's team is getting old. They're only kind of getting in their 30s. There's a bunch of 23-year-old like fast as hell players on the women's team that are going to go up there. Like they may just dominate this whole entire tournament. So getting them at -40, I like it.
So Team Canada on the women's side right now is about where USA was in the Olympics in basketball last year, where you've got guys that are like not as dominant as they used to be that are getting a lion's share of the minutes.
Yep.
And like in a game where you still have to be like fast and where the officials aren't going to give you deferential treatment because you're not in your league, like the advantage that the experience and other stuff like that starts to fall off. And hockey's a very physical game, and so like the U.S. women's team is really good. And then I'm gonna stump for the Professional Women's Hockey League really quickly. If you aren't watching the PWHL, you can watch games on YouTube, and so you don't have to buy a streaming service. You can watch games on YouTube. All the teams are really fun. And women's hockey for me is more fun to watch than men's hockey because they are not allowed to obstruct as much. So even though the skating is a little bit slower, the transitions in the sport are much faster. And so like the counterattack in women's hockey happens so much faster than it does in men's hockey because you're not allowed to do some of the stuff that the men can do to prevent a counterattack. And so if you have not been watching the PWHL, pick a team. A lot of them are really fun. Don't pick the Frost. That's like being a Yankees fan.
Does Chicago have one?
Not yet, I don't think. I think they're on the list for next time.
Really?
Montreal,
Chicago?
Boston, Toronto, Seattle, New York.
Yeah, Seattle.
Vancouver.
You want with Torrent? You want
Vancouver.
with Torrents, baby?
Yeah, I'll go with them. I'll be a fan of them until Chicago gets a team. Then I'll be like I'm a Blackhawks fan, but I don't really pay attention to hockey. I really should. Living in New Jersey now, I should be a Devils.
Don't be a
fan,
Devils
but-
fan.
No, don't do it. It's gross.
It's not fun.
Just pick.
It's not-
Just
it's not
stick
fun.
with Chicago. Just stick with Chicago. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right, all right.
Piggybacking
I
on
mean,
that
like
one.
being a Blackhawks fan isn't a lot of fun right now either. But like,
Yeah, but they got they had the #1 pick 2 years
I
ago.
mean,
Isn't he pretty
being a
good?
Kraken fan ain't fun. So here we are. We're just.
Yeah, but your jerseys look awesome.
They do.
That's true. And you have
Like
to-
if you're a Devils fan, then not only are you a Devils fan, but like that's it. That's your jersey. Like
That's
well,
annoying. That's
Caps have a kind of weird.
But Brad, what do you got up your sleeve?
Oh, we got
still?
more. Don't worry.
Just start ripping them off. Just
so
go in a row.
on the
Fashion.
on the women's side, women's USA hockey -3.5 over Czech. Just goes back to like the top end of the women are so much better than like the middle tier of the women in the game. So taking 3.5 goals more, they can score like 7 and win 7-0. Would not shock me. Now we get into the fun part.
Oh God.
We got 2 more. Oh wait, no, yeah, we got 2 more. First one.
You know it's outrageous when he has to go.
Well, I mentioned earlier bowling was pretty close to one of these. Not really, but
Curling?
yeah.
Curling?
Curling?
Plus 100 Italy to win the mixed doubles in curling.
Yeah.
Um,
Now that's
just
something I
so
can
you
get
know,
I
behind.
don't hate that. I don't hate
they are
that.
the favorite. They are currently 22-0. That mixed doubles team. They have not lost.
Oh.
No fucking way.
Very, very, very good. So home ice, getting out there. We're taking Italy to win the mixed doubles curling, and then the other one's kind of a long shot. Not really. I think they're the third favorite. Switzerland to win men's curling gold. Canada doesn't show up sometimes at the big spots. Feel kind of good about the Switzerland team. We're gonna pull for the Swiss.
Just the
And-
face that Alan made when
on,
Brad
baby.
said they've been hitting it hard. He goes, Jesus Christ, I really didn't know what I was getting myself into.
No, it's all right. I've been watching. I'm box score watching the Celtics because
Yeah, that's what we got for DJ Corner. We got some curling.
I love how none of us guessed the Olympics. I love how that's a fucking stupid
I
word.
know.
I completely forgot about that.
so
Or
like,
hockey.
Idiots. Yeah, or hockey.
Yeah,
that's-
or hockey.
those would have been my first if I realized it wasn't
Yeah.
like just today but future.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
because I've been
that-
looking forward to the Olympics since December.
I'm excited for it. The Olympics is always fun.
In
Every
my
time it
defense,
comes
I
up,
live
I'm
in
like,
Louisiana, so winter sports just don't really mix. We have a semi-pro hockey team, and that's it.
dude,
No, you
hockey-
guys have a really good minor league football team.
That's true.
Oh, damn. Wow. All right. Well,
What?
Which one?
LSU.
Really good. Like the best minor league.
I consider that a compliment.
Wow.
Yeah, I consider that a compliment.
No, it's a really good minor league football team. Like
Minor league football.
University of Kentucky, really good minor league basketball team. Like that, it's
Yeah, okay, yeah.
you know there's no shame in that.
Damn, what did that make Nebraska then?
God
The local rec
damn
team.
it, you
Yeah.
motherfucker. You have taken so many fucking shots at me tonight. I do not appreciate it.
Which one?
It's still a
me?
minor league football team. Like what's the what?
No, not you, Alan. Harris. Harris
Yeah,
taking
Nebraska's
shots at
only
me all
known for
night.
It's Super Bowl
That's
week.
it.
Luke, you gotta expect it next year.
You know what? I will. Well, we will be back on top. I guarantee it. Mark it.
Nebraska
here.
or
You can
Kansas
make
City?
TikTok. Both. I
No.
don't care. We're gonna somehow
Kansas
pull
City
an
maybe,
Indiana
but
out
Nebraska
of our
no.
next
No.
year.
No.
I mean,
You can
So-
only get one.
2027 maybe.
All right,
So-
fine, fine. I will take a Huskers national championship over another Chiefs Super Bowl.
I'll quit
So-
this podcast if the Cornhuskers win a national championship.
Man.
Well, I mean, like the SEC can't just pay players under the table without getting caught anymore and like covering for each other. Like now it's all got to be above the table. And so,
we never got caught. It was the Big Ten that got caught.
Yeah. Sorry you guys weren't good at it.
Whoa.
bragging
whoa.
about being good at cheating in minor league football while making fun of the Patriots that's
I have
a
no
choice.
problem with the Patriots cheating. I have no issue with this.
I'm not a Patriots fan. I don't care.
Yeah, I have no issue with the Patriots cheating.
I went
Everyone
through
else does.
Bounty Gate. All right.
Yeah.
It's true.
I'm a
I-
Bucks
honestly,
fan.
I'm
What
more
is
It's not
disappointed
cheating.
you got
We talked
caught.
about it last week.
What
It's
is
not
cheating? I'm a
cheating.
Bucks fan. I'm not familiar with this
Yeah.
concept. I'm familiar with being extremely mediocre.
But
The
it's
disappointment is
like-
not the cheating; it's getting caught. You guys are better than that. Come on
well,
now.
but so like getting caught is the punishments are always proportional to the reaction to the fandom because leagues want it to go away.
Yep.
And so once the punishment happens, then it goes away. And so then the league doesn't have to keep talking about it. They don't have to investigate it. It's gone. They don't like they can focus on being able to make money. And so the Patriots had to give up draft picks for Deflategate so that then the NFL could do a study and find out that the ideal gas law applies to footballs and then never release that because then it brings back the story. The punishment had already happened.
And Tom Brady already
Man.
won in the Supreme Court, so it doesn't fucking.
Whatever, but then they changed the rules about football. Like kickers this year got to kick with balls that they got to break in.
Yep.
I think it might have been last year too. Like that, it's like
Which is one of the coolest
The-
fucking things to happen the last 2 years.
well, why all of a sudden kickers like added like a significant range?
70-yard field goal, cut fucking Cam Little in the
Like-
preseason.
It's like because now they get to use seasoned footballs instead of having to just break them out of the box and go. Like it's like there's all this stuff that is just like, and so leagues want it to go away. U of L got caught cheating, except they kind of didn't, except they kind of did. So they had to forfeit a national title, but everybody refers to it as that. Reggie Bush had to give up a Heisman because he was doing something that college athletes were all doing anyway. They just
Yeah.
got caught, and USC needed to be punished because the perception was that they needed to.
Also,
And so it's
speaking of USC, this is the first Super Bowl to actually have a USC quarterback. Thought I would mention that because Alan mentioned that. I
I was gonna
forgot
say,
about that.
speaking of
no,
paying
Matt
players and
Castle
getting
got at
caught,
least one ring riding the bench. Like
Well,
that
no, I
counts.
meant as the starting QB. Sorry, you got to add that asterisk to it.
Anyway,
I was gonna say, speaking of paying players and getting caught, apparently LSU is one of several schools with some sort of like NIL stuff, but it's not related to football. Wasn't related to football.
Let
So
me
it
guess.
could literally
You
be
guess
anything.
Gymnastics.
I was gonna make the joke that it was gymnastics. It was either gonna be gymnastics, women's basketball, or
I'll say,
baseball. Because those are the only other sports that
Yeah.
matter at LSU right now.
Coach Kim probably doing some wild shit with that.
Anyways,
Be up to down there, but-
All right. Well,
Next, you're going to tell
From the
me that
salary
professional athletes in baseball are still doing steroids.
no
We got rid of
way.
that.
So they're stealing signs.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
they're-
something
Like,
that's
we
completely
always do that.
legal and you're supposed to do in baseball, they're doing what?
Can't use the camera. That's the problem there.
yeah.
Leaky stuff is a whole other can of worms.
Yeah,
So,
this
like-
was a topic last week. Yeah.
And this gets to Spygate because it's the dumbest freaking thing. And so, like, for whatever reason, people think of Spygate as, oh, the Patriots were filming practices, but no, they were filming the other team's sideline. But that's legal. They were filming from the wrong place.
Correct.
Except, like, this is the thing. So Spygate, they were filming the other team's sideline. Okay. And so everybody grabs this as being that's the thing they were doing that was illegal. It's not. You can still do that. What they did that was illegal was their guy was in the end zone.
Yep.
And their guy was wearing a giant poncho that advertised him as being part of the Patriots film crew. Because in the rules for the league, that was allowed. But the commissioner released a memo before the season started saying, hey, recording people are not allowed to be in these places anymore. They must be in these places. This is amending this rule. Except to change anything in the rule book, you need a full vote from the Board of Governors, and they didn't do one. The commissioner was just like, this is it now. And so then the Patriots got caught filming with a dude wearing a giant frickin' sign saying, I'm here to film. And so like there's like it's not, it wasn't Holmgren, it was Herman, the coach of the Jets, like waved at him, was flipping off the camera and stuff because they knew he was there.
Because
And
he used to
so-
work for the Patriots, so he knew what they were doing.
No, not Mangini. It was former coach of the Jets. I forget where he
I thought it was
coaching
Mangini
that
because I
season.
thought Mangini was the one that
Mangini
blowed
was the one
whistled
that
on
turned
it.
him. Mangini was the one that complained to the league. But there were other coaches that got recorded before that, and they were waving at the camera, they were flipping off the camera, stuff like that, because it was because the guy was like very clearly part of the video staff. But because the perception was, well, in order for the Patriots to have been good all this time, they must be doing something that gives them some edge over the other teams, because nobody in 2006 or 2007 or 2008, whatever year it was, wanted to hear about how Belichick had learned how to meta the fuck out of the compensatory pick system, because most people didn't know they existed and teams couldn't trade them, and the algorithm by which teams were assigned compensatory picks was like still didn't make sense. But the Patriots had figured out how to game it, and so like that was why their roster stayed good longer than it should have, and then after they changed the compensatory pick system.
And then
And now you can trade them.
now the thing that you actually described with the misconception was Josh McDaniels actually did with Denver. That is no. That one's no.
And that's one of those ones where it's like, how did he do that? Like, how did you get to film the other team practicing? Like, what the fuck? Although, fun fact, is any Denver fans in the house?
No.
absolutely the fuck not.
No.
Okay.
We're the opposite.
So, okay, so you guys are gonna love this one. So it might actually have been early days of Elway. So the San Diego Chargers had a hill that overlooked their practice field before they built a separate practice facility, and families used to go out there and watch Chargers practices. Like, they'd have picnics, stuff like that. And so Denver started sending a film guy with a camera. And so the Chargers complained to the league. The league didn't do anything. The Chargers complained to the league some more. The league didn't do anything. The Denver Broncos during this time never lost a game to the Chargers. Now the other side of this coin is that the Chargers were not very good.
No.
But Denver never lost a game to them. And most of the time, even when the other teams in your conference are really bad, you go 500 with the teams in your conference because it's really hard to beat a team twice in a season. But Denver is undefeated against the Chargers in this stretch until the Chargers close off that practice field to everybody. And so families couldn't go up there anymore, but Denver also couldn't send a person with a camera anymore. And Denver never received any kind of acknowledgement or punishment for the fact that they were doing that.
Who would have thought a fucking Elway-led team cheating?
No, it was
Color
Shanahan.
me fucking blue, dude.
It was Shanahan, and Shanahan's son is still in the NFL.
What? You're telling me a Shanahan cheats? No way.
Yeah. All right, y'all. that's Super Bowl week. That we will be back next Tuesday with the aftermath. Alan, thank you so much for joining.
This was fun. I appreciate you
when-
guys letting me train wreck you.
No, absolutely, it was a fun time. Alan, where can the good people follow you on the social medias?
So I am Level Up Light basically everywhere. You can find me on TikTok. You can find me on Instagram. I have been fortunate to be a guest on Pod Ones like twice, I think. Once, twice. Something like that. Anyway,
once but twice. I think it was twice. We gotta have you on again sometime.
we'll find time for that in the near future. That sounds awesome. Like we got the Darth Maul stuff coming up, so we should talk about that.
Ooh,
yeah.
yeah, 100%.
I am. Whenever you guys are ready to do your favorite dynasty only existed because of being able to circumvent the salary cap or like getting like your what like whenever you guys are ready to do that.
Oh, that's off-season stuff.
Oh no,
That's
look,
off-season.
I was
Don't
gonna
worry.
pitch you to you off season. We should do like debate style content because I think it would be fucking funny.
It's like it's not even really debate. It's just like come up with your favorite dynasty, and if it's a hard cap league, the answer is they got cap luck, or they were able to circumvent the cap, or some other things. Like there's not an exception.
Jeez. God damn, Alan.
Pick a sport. Pick a sport. If it's like if they got a hard cap, then the reason why the dynasty happened is because of effectively meta-ing the cap, and they got cap lucky. They had to be good too, but they had to be good in addition to those things in order to become a dynasty.
Definitely gonna have you on during the off season to do more fun shit like that. Brad.
Don't find me.
That's probably for the best.
Look,
No fun fact.
hey, yeah. I did have one.
But what about Club Penguin?
No Club Penguin anymore. We're out.
Damn.
Why are we
What?
out? Wait. Why are we
Down.
out?
It's last year's news. The only fun fact I have is I just finished reading the Earl Weaver book that got published this year. Huge baseball fan, huge O's fan. I just thought it was very cool. Earl Weaver had 2 losing seasons ever in his career as a manager. His first year in the minors and his last year in the majors. Pretty cool. Thought that was a fun one.
Well, you know what? You find something new every day.
Yeah.
Ryan, where can the good people follow you?
They can find me at RyanPW_ over on TikTok and Twitter, as well as every Thursday on the Pod Ones as we talk about our Mandalorian rewatch.
Absolutely. And Harris?
Well, just as Ryan mentioned, you can find us over at the Pod Ones for our Mandalorian rewatch as we get to our pathway to Mandalorian and Grogu and the insanity that's going to start when Maul goes at the same time. Because you're going to have 3 episodes of talking at once.
Yay.
But if you want to find me, I guess you could find me at Hair Productions on TikTok, Instagram, and Threads. I'm not on Twitter anymore.
Well, you can find me at Egghead2123 on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me getting a ticket to Seattle and punching Harris in the face if he mentions the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
So
beating
did you know the Buccaneers beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl?
And you know what? I will have that on such speed dial. I will. Don't even.
Well,
I will
remember,
find a
I'm not going to
weekend
say it
of-
on the podcast. Remember what Chris mentioned in a VC? That could come back into play.
Was that
No,
the the Tampa team that already had a pretty well constructed team but
Yes.
was missing a quarterback? Got to get a quarterback on a below market contract.
Yes.
And then pull the best tight end in the history of football
Yes.
out of retirement for one more title run.
Yeah.
2 more.
All right, both of you can kiss my ass. Both of you.
That sounds like salary cap to me.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's called John
And-
Scott.
It was also technically, it's also technically the COVID Super Bowl. That was.
Hey,
21.
we don't fucking count. Okay, this whole Mickey conversation about COVID we don't fucking count that shit. They beat a virus and beat the Chiefs. That's
we don't
fucking
have
that's
that
2
Super Bowl
wins.
then?
Wait.
He also had to beat
wait.
Taylor Heineke.
Hey, but we also had to beat Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes. So shut the fuck up.
Well, anyway.
Taylor gave him the best shot at any of those guys.
That's true. That's a factual. That's factual.
That's gonna be it. We're gonna be back next week to break down the Super Bowl, and maybe Nebraska wins against Rutgers. Who knows?
Maybe Luke shows up at my house and beats the shit out of me.
Was it minor league
Next to
basketball
me as
or
I
is
have
it-
Bruce.
Don't give him that compliment of calling Nebraska minor league basketball. Do not do that.
Alan. Have you
What?
looked at Nebraska's record this year?
Okay, on that.